Philippines, and welcome to the final game of this season's UAAP men's football competition for season 77. Live from the historic Rizal Memorial Stadium, brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports, the final match of the men's football competition for season 77, as we have one team looking to secure a back-to-back triple crown. Another team trying to end a 17-year title drought. This is it, folks, for all the marbles. Salle versus FEU, the Archers versus the Tamaraos, right here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Good afternoon, folks. I am TJ Manotok, joined by Armand Del Rosario. And Armand, boy, one big game. This is it. What a big match we're expecting this afternoon.
Well, it's going to be an epic matchup. You have LaSalle, haven't been in this position in 17 years, like you said. This is the last game for a few of these guys. Everyone's going to be fighting hard to win this game. We have 90 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't extend too much longer. It's going to be hard out on this field.
We're going to be crowning a champion today after one big game. Okay, let's take a quick look of how these two teams got here after making it to the Final Four. They had their respective really difficult matchups in the Final Four. First off, you had LaSalle going up against their arch rivals Ateneo. You covered that game, Arman, and what a goal that was in the end.
Amazing goal by Jello. You know, he comes in 5-10 minutes right before that goal. Super sub. He's been injured for the second half of the season. Broken collarbone. Coach said he had 1 week of training. He's not even going to start today. And he comes in and scores that winning goal for LaSalle.
Quite a bit of a risk there for Coach Hans and for LaSalle, but as he said, he needed it, and boy, it was the magic sub that exactly the Archers needed to not only beat their arch rivals in the semifinals, but get back to the finals. It's been a 9-year drought since they've been in the finals, but now they're going up against this team who is the defending champions, and they as well did not have an easy time against UP.
Well, you know what? Nano, for me, is one of the best players in this UAP season. I've been saying it for a while. I've seen him play for a long time, and I'm a believer in Nano.
Well, one of the smartest kids out there, one of the toughest kids out there.
All heart that kid has.
Amazing. All right, let's take a closer look now at the LaSalle Green Archers, coached by the, if you say legendary, that might even be an understatement, Coach Hans Smith. We've been talking about it before we got on air, just how long he's been around.
Yeah, he's an institution in LaSalle.
He will have a statue suited up in front of LaSalle. But for today, he's got these guys who he's going to rely on, Armand, and talk about some of the key players that we're expecting to be some key players.
Well, you have Gio and Jello Diamante, the brothers. Jello's been injured. You have Nathan Alquiros last season. You have Pang de Guzman in goal. And then you have the kid from Masbate, Jojo Borromeo. We haven't heard much about, but doing well this season.
And speaking of Jojo Borromeo, we were able to catch up with him and got his thoughts about how LaSalle is now back in the finals and what a big game this will be for them.
I play midfield. I distribute the ball from the attackers. So I get the ball from the defense and then distribute it to the attackers so we could score. As a player, yung naku-contribute ko sa team is yung delivery ng passes ko dapat perfect. So yung transition namin from defense to offense is flawless. Sa akin nagdedepende yung play kasi parang ako yung point guard ng team. Everyone is capable to play. Kahit sino ang i-start mag-step up. Kahit rookie man or seniors, capable mag-start. For us, yung secret is maybe play good defense first before thinking of offense. So yun muna yung una naming kasi sa UAAP sila yung top scoring team. So kailangan namin i-defend muna bago kami mag-transition to offense. Kailangan namin mag-gawin para matalo yung FEU yung play hard.
There you have it, Jojo Borromeo of LaSalle. He will have his work cut out for him today, going up against one of arguably the most skillful teams in college football today. And we're going to take a closer look now at FEU, the FEU Tamaraos, coached by Coach Kim Chul-Su. They fondly call him Master Kim.
Master Kim it is.
I can't wait to try to eat in his restaurant and see what kind of magic that actually does. But talking about some of the players that he's going to rely on today, you look at this These 5 kids,
Star-studded.
Armand, these are amazing football
All these
players.
guys signed with Meralco at some point in time over the last 2 years. Bugas, great center midfielder, coming off a partial tear on his ACL. Nano Amita, one of the best players in all of UAP, if not the best. With Jan Melissa, another threat. Eric Giganto on top.
Well, we've got an interesting discussion here for the goalkeeper position for FEU because there have been times they played 2 different keepers, done a game that they subbed their goalkeeper, and we'll find out just what the thoughts are for their goalkeeper today, who's assigned to start, and we got a chance to chat with Michael Menzi.
At first, ngayon naman kasi, kasi si RJ, baga may injury sa daliri niya, and si Patrick, si Ralios, may back pain, so not in 100% condition para maglaro. Anyway, goalkeeper naman ako, parang ako na naman yung naglaro para sa team. Anyway, kasi 100% in condition naman ako. Saka may experience naman sa pag-goalkeeper. Kaya ako muna yung nag-goalkeeper. Masaya kasi may kapatid ako naglalaro. Parang naging goal ko rin nung childhood pa lang ako na nasa isang team lang kami ng kapatid ko or ng ibang mga kapatid ko rin kasi may mga kapatid ako naglalaro ng football. At the same time, habang nasa pitch ko yung pareho, ako yung gusto kong mag-set ng pagiging role model sa kanya. Siyempre, masarap yun maglaro ng kasama mo kapatid mo kasi nagsiserve ka as guide sa kanya. Sa kanya, monitor mo yung improvement niya, yung development niya, yung paglalaro niya. Plano namin ngayon, ayaw namin being overconfident. Kasi, siyempre, experience rin ng Salle na team. So, kailangan namin gawin pa rin yung best namin. Kailangan mag-stick sa kung ano yung plano namin, kung ano yung pinapagawa sa amin yung mga Sukim. And kailangan yung main goal lang namin for today is to get the crowd and to play with heart. And be brave.
The assigned goalkeeper for FEU today, Michael Menzi, he did say that it didn't seem like he was first choice because he did talk about an injury to RJ. So he's the guy today, and that is the man, Master Kim, who has assigned him to play keeper today. And well, more than that, they've got a great back line of defenders anyways, before they have to even worry about playing goalkeeping.
Well,
but
he's a good keeper. I've seen him in goal in Morocco training. He's done a great job, so I'm sure they'll have confidence in him either way.
Well, they've come this far as a team effort. It's not just one star offensively, defensively, but this is how far FEU's got it, and they're 1 game away from not only back-to-back titles in the men's division, but as I said, triple crown winning women's and the juniors as well. Okay, take a look now at how these 2 teams had fared against each other in the 2 rounds of eliminations in the first round and second round. And here it is. Nobody won. Nobody won at Armand because it was both draws. Okay, let's take a quick look first at how it fared in the first round, wherein La Salle played FEU. Alquiros was the goal scorer in the first for La Salle, and then it was Ferrer for FEU, which ended up in a 1-1 draw. But then in the second game, that was a little closer towards the end. That was more dramatic.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks in a row where the La Salle players scored in the last minute of the game.
That's right, and you had Janja Melisa scoring in the 85th minute. Just when they thought they had things wrapped up with the win, there was Uy, who tied it in the 90th minute, which denied the win for FEU, gave the draw for La Salle, and which allowed La Salle as well to come here without losing a game. That's something. They did not lose. It's been all wins or draws for La Salle. All right, let's take a look now at the past champions here in the UAAP, and just to kind of see what kind of history we have in terms of the amazing football programs. Last year, as I said, FEU won it. Then you had Ateneo, back-to-back years for UP, and then you had FEU always in the mix, Armand.
Yeah. FEU's always had a solid team, especially with the recruiting of these young guys from Davao, Mindanao, all these places. So they're going to be solid for a while.
They have done an amazing job in terms of recruiting players from different parts of the country for all their sports for that matter. But folks, it's about football today. We'll be taking a short break. When we come back, kickoff here from the jam-packed Rizal Memorial Stadium for the last game of the season. La Salle versus FEU for the championship of UAP Season 77. Stay tight, folks, right here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action.
Number 23, Noel Timothy Brago. Number 17, Sabine Antonio Bustamante. Number 1, Rafael Clifford de Guzman. Number 9, Derico Diamante. Number 11, Inigo Rafael Gonzalez. Number 6, Yoshiharu Koizumi. Number 19, Gerald Mark Layumas. Number 3, Matthew Erwin Nieras. Number 5, Nicolas Christian Villasin. And number 4, Gregory Norman Yang. Your starting 11 for Far Eastern University. Number 4, Joshua Monero. Number 7, Jesus Joaquin Melissa. Number 8, Eric Giganto. Number 10, Nicolas Ferrer Jr. Number 11, Michael Menzi. Number 17, Arnel Amita. Number 19, Ray Joseph Joyel. Number 26, Raymond Cudon. Number 27, Molly John Chavez. Number 39, Paulo Pugas. And number 34, Odi Menzi. Your head coach for De La Salle University, Coach Lance Peter Smith. And your head coach for Far Eastern University, Coach Kim Chul Soo.
And there you have it, the starting 11 for both the FEU Tamaraos, the defending champions, against the De La Salle Green Archers. Armand, you've got a team, not just a team, but a whole school wanting a triple crown again, winning the juniors, the women's, and the seniors. And you got another team out there who is, would you say, hungrier with a 17-year title drought?
When you have that long of a title drought, you definitely are a little hungry to win that next one. However, you got guys on this team over here in FEU that are seniors that are about to graduate.
That matters a lot.
They're going to want it just as badly.
That matters a lot. And that's the beauty of collegiate sports. You know, when you have seniors out there who are going to be playing in the last game of their collegiate careers, the last time that can you imagine the drama of putting that jersey on for the last time? You've been through that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Diba? I mean, that's ibang klase yun na yung emotions mo eh.
These guys are lucky to do it in their final. You know, you put it on for the last time, you're here in the finals, you're going to give everything
and
you
got.
got.
Could walk off, end your career with a title.
Exactly.
Possibly back-to-back titles pa.
And if you don't go on to play ASCAOs or wherever else after this, you can hang your jersey up and say, hey, I had a great career.
Absolutely. And that is what is on the line for the seniors for this FEU squad. But shifting back to La Salle, 2000, well, in 9 years. 2006 was the last time they're in the finals?
No, my understanding was the last time they were in the finals was when I was there on the team still, back in 2000.
Okay,
and
so we're going to date Armand here
and
show how old he is. Okay, but the last title, this we're sure about, was 97.
Yes, exactly.
Okay? I was still in school at the time. I didn't know you then. I was with the basketball team, you were a football team. You were a freshman. Okay. And that was a team led by the MVP then.
We had Chris Lozano, Alvin Ocampo. Those two guys.
On the coaching staff, actually.
Yeah.
Did you see Chris?
Yeah, definitely.
He's here today.
Chris is here today. William Paradis is here today. A lot of those old guys are here today.
So they all came out to support their schools, wanting this relish a championship, even as a part of the alumni now.
Of course, of course. You know, that year when La Salle beat Ateneo in the final, it was a crazy game. Packed Ultra Stadium, the way it looks like today, and the atmosphere is exactly how it is today, with more people even at today's event.
Great crowd we have here this afternoon at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. There are some seats left here in the grandstand. Of course, as you can see, if you bring your sunblock, you can sit out there in the bleachers if you want. Libre po, free attendance. This is live right here, and here we go. The final match of season 77 men's football. If it ends in a draw, we go to extra time. If it ends in extra time, penalty kicks. This is for all the marbles, kids. Championship is on the line. You you foresee, Arman, any adjustments in the way that these two teams will be facing each other?
Well, you know LaSalle is going to try and clog that middle. They don't want Amita, they don't want Bugas playing around in that middle of the pitch. I was talking to Coach Hans earlier, and he was saying that he wants to push FEU back to their defensive third and press them into there, because if they have all the time and space to pass here in the middle, it's dangerous.
You know how dangerous this very skillful midfield players of FEU are. As you see Jan Meliza taking the ball away unexpectedly. Here's a shot for FEU.
Great save.
And a huge diving save by De Guzman. And that was a clean, good look by Chavez there.
I'd say a lot of nerves right now running through the veins of these guys. That mistake there by the defender, casually trying to pass it out.
Well, he
by
did not
Melissa.
see Meliza right behind him, who just took candy away from the baby. Just right, that's the fault of his teammates, who should communicate to him, you got a man behind you.
Exactly. But he was a little casual with that, so you know he has to. It's hard. Pressure game, finals. Here we go.
Nice skill by Chavez, faking it, and actually with that fake shifted it to the left side.
Puts it into space and has a shot on goal. Good save by the keeper.
There's a bit of a lull here. There is a... Okay, so it's fair play as LaSalle will send this one back to FEU. Interestingly, Armand, when we saw the starting lineup for LaSalle, Koizumi is the choice of Coach Hans to start at the top as the target man.
You know, he's been changing that around a lot. I guess getting guys to be hungry. Coach has done things like that a lot in the past. He'll leave some of his better players on the bench to start the second half fresh. So that's a tactic I've known him to employ over a long period of time. And look, you have Jello on the bench, you have Zubiri on the bench, and then you have that goal scorer that they've been getting from Oi on the bench. So they have a lot of firepower coming off of that bench today.
Confuses the opponents, surely, when they want to scout them, what positions will be they'll have to guard. Here's FEU with a chance in the box. LaSalle trying to clog that opening of the goal. Look at the patience of FEU, not panicking, trying to maintain possession there. Was Amita.
You know, if there's one thing I know, it's that some of these FEU guys who've played with Moralco in the league, they're calm and collected. They've been in experiences and positions like this before where they're playing in games that mean a lot. So I expect a lot from both Paolo and Nano here today. They've delivered for us in the past, and you know, I'd expect them to do so.
And all the more when there's so much on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that you're talking about a professional league and a game. You know, it's a different kind of motivation.
Exactly, and they rise to the occasion. You can tell the best players will always rise to the occasion, and some players let pressure get to them. Right.
Speaking of best players, here's an interesting player to watch out for today, who was a part of that pushing and shoving with Bustamante. Paulo Bugas, only his second game back off a knee injury, which what we heard is an ACL injury. Opted not to take, no surgery. Just went for some PRP therapy, and he feels great. He played 100 minutes in the last game.
Well, it's amazing the miracles of
ooh, look at that. Menzi almost catching the De Guzman off guard. It took a wild bounce. And De Guzman should be thankful that this is on a pitch that does not have a funny bounce.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were on grass and there could be a weird bounce there right by the goal.
Exactly. Yeah, especially when you play grass, it just has so many different things. The normally sure-handed De Guzman goes through his hands. Nerves, I'm telling you, play a part.
Well, if you saw the goal in the first game today in the women's final, we had some a long goal there against the UP keeper, was caught off guard as well.
Well, the pressure in the early going here by FEU on LaSalle, you know, the first 15-20 minutes of every half, every game are very key. You know, lots of games are decided in those first 15-20 minutes. So if FEU can convert while they have this momentum, you know, they'll have control of this match.
And what about dictating the tempo that they want and the style of play? I mean, I'd say that this is a bit of a contrast. You've got an unpredictable, aggressive, more physical LaSalle squad going up against a patient, short-passing, skillful FEU team.
Well, Coach Hans, I'll tell you, Coach Hans will probably tell him, hey, first 15, 20 minutes, I want you to go hard, high press, and then back off. You know, that's some things he's done over the past, and you can see it when the ball goes into the attacking third of LaSalle, they're pressuring the other team.
And they mix it up. I mean, we've seen him in his attacking four. The front guys, you'll be utterly confused who is on the left wing and the right wing or in the middle.
And he'll switch sides. He'll have them switch sides as well.
On the fly. Yeah. The left could be suddenly on the right. You guys in the middle switch up. They've finally found a formula for that amongst themselves.
Yeah. You know, in the semis, when you had Nasi on one side and Alquiros on the other, Nasi was doing a lot on the right and Alquiros was kind of stranded on the left, and he wanted to get Alquiros into the game, so he switched him over to this side. You know, so you can expect things like that from Coach Hans.
The unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. Yes, exactly.
Simply put,
exactly.
Expect the unexpected. Definitely not the usual orthodox style of coaching or managing a football team.
Exactly.
But it has brought him results. No loss this year so far.
It's destined to happen. I've been saying to Coach Hans all season, it's going to be either you win a championship or you lose your first game in the final.
That was your bold prediction, huh?
Exactly.
To start the season. Here's Mulero, his second touch of the ball. Another bad clearance. Earlier he was at midfield, he tried to chest it down, he lost possession right away. I don't recall what game that was I did of FEU, what opponent it was, but he also had some miscues that actually led to a goal.
Well, this is the first time I'm actually seeing him start. He doesn't look very confident on the ball.
I saw him start last year. You remember last year they won it all as well, but he's been an integral part of this team nonetheless, whether starting or coming off the bench. There he is again, there's the big guy, number 4, Mulero.
See, when the ball gets into that space for Nano, they've got to press him. They got to not give him any time on that ball.
Neras looking ahead.
Oh, nice try.
Tries to find Bustamante there, tried to turn, but good effort there by Cubon to take it away. Paulo Bugas, nice little pass. Look ahead to Chavez. Tried to go up to Melisa, but that was deflected away. The left side now is LaSalle. This is Gonzalez wearing jersey number 11. Mulero again not able to control the ball, but he gets a foul that time. So a free kick here for FEU. They're going to send everybody ahead. They've got some powerful legs there in the back that can kick this one way ahead. There's the foul on number 10. That is Alquiros. Not used to seeing him with shorter hair.
Yeah.
Much shorter hair. He used to wear a ponytail.
Hey, he cut it right before the semis. I'm a superstitious guy. I wouldn't do anything if I'd been winning all season long. Yeah, exactly.
Look out. Oh, headed back here to Guzman. Uh-oh. Is it in play? Oh, nope, the linesman says no.
Corner kick.
Corner kick. Save ni de Guzman. It went out of bounds.
Yeah, got away with something.
I'm surprised he went for it. Just sailing out of bounds anyways.
No, off of his own team. I think he was trying to save that,
just to keep possession. Yeah. But he didn't realize how much space he had left or
lack
of it. Yeah. So he gives up the first corner, or another corner here, para sa FEU. 9 minutes have gone by here. No green shirt there, but a white shirt headed it up and out. Alquiros trying to get to this one before Melisa can. Nobody's there to turn this into an offensive attack for LaSalle. Swinging it to the other side is FEU.
So much space.
Look at this shot! Wow.
Too much space
what
there.
What a shot there by Ferrer with the left foot. You're right, too much space again. We saw that earlier with Chavez.
Yep. Look at that. He has 3 touches on the ball before he even takes a shot, before you see a LaSalle guy come.
If he was on target,
it could have been a goal.
That could have been a goal. The Guzman seemed to have been a foot off of that, even if it were just going to skip right by the post.
Well, the 5 players Coach Hans was looking to defend against was John, Paolo, Nano, Ferrer, and Melissa. You know, so those 5 are very strong players, and you know, so he will definitely make sure his players are putting in.
And not just strong individually, Armand. They play so well together.
Yeah. They've been here for a long time, these guys. You know, Paolo, Nano, I think came in together.
Some of them high school pa ata,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
So in other words, they don't just know each other well. Nagkakaamuyan na yan. They know the smell of one another, where they are.
You know what's nice is when you've played with a guy for so long, you don't even need to have any verbal communication.
Yes.
You don't even need to look them in the eye or anything. You know where they're going to go, you know where they're going to be, and you can just put it into that spot.
And all the more critical for football.
Yes.
Because there are times when the distance between you and your teammate is so far from the field, there's noise in the crowd, all that considered.
It's just knowing your teammate, all the non-verbal communication with them, having confidence that they're going to be in the spot where they're supposed to be.
Another foul here. It's a yellow card on Koizumi. He's trying to defend, deal the call. I don't know, some of the other guys started with the ball, but the ref said, teka lang, I'm booking this kid. Yellow card here on Koizumi.
Very early in the match.
Can't see what he did. Oh, it was on the header. Ball on the header, yeah. So nonetheless, that's a yellow on Koizumi. That's in the books. 11th minute. Here's a cross. Oh, Nieras will let this sail out. Just to be safe. Another corner kick para sa FEU. It's a grounder. Didn't look like it's the one he wanted. Yeah,
definitely.
Carried out by Salle. Koizumi tries to keep this in play. Can't keep up with it. Throw in para sa FEU.
No brace, no tape on that knee. He must be feeling real well with
Paulo Bugas.
with that
Nothing, no?
therapy.
Nothing at all. Even that magical stretchy day.
The kinesio tape.
Nada.
The first time I came back from my partial ACL, for the first month of the season to feel it, you know, I had that kinesio tape on it.
Salle trying to advance the ball up. A bit busier on the defensive end so far. Nieras trying to look for a long throw and looking for Koizumi here. Getting it down. Trying to find Gio Diamante. And FEU takes this one away. Here they go again, patiently. Moving that ball. Those short passes. Mita.
They can't use Nasi on Mita. Nasi's too slow.
Don't like that matchup for Salle?
No, as good as I find Nasi, Nano's just way too quick.
Whoa! With a shot that just sails over the bar. De Guzman is being heavily bombarded already. Yeah. If I count correctly, it's a third or fourth shot on goal. Look at Janjan. He didn't have that much space, huh?
He's a solid little player out there. All these guys are tiny, but what they have, aside from skill, is heart. You know, I've seen a lot of them play firsthand, and they will fight with the best of them.
That's the biggest ingredient when you talk about the UAAP. Collegiate sports, sometimes you may lack the skills of how refined the professionals may be, pero pagdating sa sukatan ng puso, hindi kinakapos ang puso ng mga manlalaro ng kanilang eskwelahan. Another gather here for De Guzman, who has been the busier, clearly the busier keeper. I don't think I've even mentioned Menzi's name yet.
Not even. He hasn't even touched the ball yet today.
Foul here. This one is called on FEU.
The adjustment LaSalle needs to make is they need to make sure that center is clogged. Coach needs to get somebody. If he's going to man mark Nano, he's got to make sure it's someone quick.
Kasi bubuka yung pwesto dun sa gitna. That's a part you don't want FEU. If you're LaSalle, you don't want FEU to take control of early on, because that is one of their biggest strengths.
Exactly. Let them play back like that. That's fine. So as long as they're playing it backwards, they can't beat you. But look at their space right there. The guy runs into, gets the ball, turns.
There's Chavez. Whoops, miscue there between Menzi and Amita. Taken away here by LaSalle.
Good read.
Good effort there by Gonzalez.
That's the individual play by Paulo. Good little player.
Well, that was Bustamante.
Great ball.
He has a chance to cross this one. Gigantos on the other side. And De Guzman again. Boy, has this guy been worked already in the first 15 minutes of football.
It seems like he's gotten the jitters out of him already, so he was at the right place, right time there, made that save. Decent.
Foul here going to be called. Looks like it's going to be on Brago. Here's that cross by Ferrer. If he was looking for Giganto, he was on target. That could be a dangerous bounce if De Guzman could not read that well and anticipate the way that ball skips off the turf.
Yeah, he came over and covered that back post real well.
So we got a free kick here for FEU. This is in dangerous territory. Salle trying to set up their wall there.
This is always dangerous. They need to convert when they have...
and the size of Koizumi mattered. He jumped up for that one and headed it down. Masakit yun.
Anytime you
Diba?
get...
Foul. Another body down. That was a LaSalle player. That was Alquiros. That's a foul on FEU.
Physical game.
Who gives up his face on a wall on a free kick?
only the brave.
Diba?
Only the brave.
Pero pag championship on the line, sige na nga,
Exactly.
coach.
Exactly.
This one's for you. This is for the school.
Exactly.
Long kick here for De Guzman. Trying to spark something offensively for LaSalle, but FEU so far has done an exceptional job of creating quick clearances from defense into quick offense. LaSalle again going for the long clearance or the long ball. Call it what you want. It has not produced much yet. Swinging it to the right side is FEU.
Alquiros and Gio need to be more compact there in the middle. They can't let their guys get on that ball.
One looking for crease in the middle. Back to Mulero. Mulero chipping it up ahead. Looking for Giganto. It bounces back to Meliza. Anyways, they still have this. Amita, he's got Paulo Bugas on the left side. Not used to him seeing on the left side though. Chipping that to the middle, and we got another foul here in FEU. How effective will Paulo Bugas be on this left wing?
Well, you know what? I like Layumas. He's a quick guy from the province. I think he's from Negros, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, I think his speed will be able to keep up with the speed and quickness of Paulo, but he's a tough task to hold. You know, he's a very good player. And,
do you think this has something to do with his injury, why he's kept off the middle? Because that's where he's made his living, in the middle.
Well, you know what? I think your midfield needs to be the core of your team.
Okay.
So if your midfield has been playing majority of the season without Paulo there,
solid na sila. Okay.
Nano and Ferrer.
Kumbaga, don't fix what ain't broken.
Exactly.
You don't want to touch it too much anymore.
Okay. Exactly.
So wise move, apparently, for Maso Kim. Here's Bustamante.
Oh, that's too
individual
slow.
skill trying to get away from one, not two, but once a third defender came, the ball went back to FEU. And that's been the difference so far in the first 20 minutes, Arman. Yep. Individual effort versus team effort for FEU.
Menzi's out. Ooh.
Good call by the goalkeeper, Menzi.
Could have gone either way right there.
Bustamante again trying to pressure on the ball. And there's a foul now. It's pretty loud. Louder than usual football, but most football games, because it's really only in college football and UAAP have drums.
Oh, man.
Blaring like this,
Yeah.
diba?
Every game almost.
Ayan, naiba eh. Naiba ang UAAP football.
A little bit more and more, you'll get that in the UFL. You know, they'll start having teams.
The love for football continues to grow here in the Philippines. Thanks to Pascals, professional teams, and the UAP as well, all banding together in the PFF. Look out, LaSalle's first real chance here. Here's a shot by Gio Diamante, and that is weak. But the defense was what caused that shot to be weak. They closed out on him big time.
Right here, he could have hit that on the run, You know, 20 yards out. He tries to get it around Menzi.
Look at the defense of Cubon.
Was that Cubon?
That's Cubon wearing jersey number 26 all over. Gio Diamante wearing the captain's armband today for La Salle.
So free kick here.
Where did the ball go? I'm trying to figure out where the ball is. We were busy looking at the replay, and we didn't see what happened in real time.
Let's hopefully they put that back on screen.
Great crowd here for both schools. And FEU that was already here because they were here supporting the women's team that won the women's title against UP in a highly emotional game. I've never seen women so intense next to a great big sale in the shopping mall.
That was great.
It was amazing.
It was electric. That stadium, the fans, the game was pretty intense.
And the players on the pitch was what fueled the passion.
The game's getting better all around. The women are improving. Everyone's improving.
In the juniors game
Nice
was a dramatic come-from-behind win for FEU juniors against Ateneo.
Yep.
So we've got, would you call this an indirect free kick?
Indirect
so you've got a wall of basically 8 FEU players trying to put a bus in front of the goal here. They can't do that. They can put as many as they want.
They can put them all in a line on the goal line if they want it.
Really? Even at the goal line?
Anywhere.
Wow, I've never seen that.
Well, if it were in the 6-yard box or closer, they'd definitely all be on the goal
See how
line.
Salle does this. Here's a shot! Oh! It just bounces off the post. Oh my goodness, what a fake. Alquiros with a powerful left. And boy, that would have been 1-0.
Against the grain of play.
Oh man, you would have seen this crowd of La Salle go bananas.
Exactly.
We got a foul here.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Bustamante and Cubon stare down. It's getting physical here.
You know, Master Kim is on the
Emotions
pitch.
going wild.
Master Kim was just suspended for 5 games in the UFL, or 4 games.
Here's the free kick. Alquiros. Look at this one. Just
The keeper couldn't do anything.
Menzi was staring at it. He just like, what?
There's nothing he could do.
No way.
If that would have gone in, nothing he could do.
What a shot. Well, credit him for getting the rebound.
Yeah.
And look at the frustration. He's like, that sigh of relief, that scream of relief, like, oh man.
Thank you.
Buti na lang. Thank you, Lord. And that looked like, if you want to look at that post, it looked like the inner part of the post.
Exactly.
Because it bounced back to the middle of the field.
Exactly.
That's how close it was.
You know, sports is a game of inches. If it were an inch lower, it would have gone into the goal.
That was like 2 inches? Yep. Amazing shot nonetheless. Just when we said Menzi hasn't been doing much, boy, he had the scare of his life there.
In any championship run, any championship team, you need a little bit of luck. You know, you need a little bit of luck.
Sometimes your opponent can be controlling the ball 60-70% of the match, and then one big counter, you get the winning goal.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of this game of football. And it's getting more physical and heated in here. Look at this great move by Gonzalez, getting away 3 defenders, trying to get it to Kizumi. But FEU sending this one back. Dangerous play here by Yang, Greg Yang, trying to head it back to the Guzman, who was sharp enough to come out right away before Gigante could get to it. Gigante chesting it down, looking for Paulo Bugas. La Salle gets it out of trouble again.
You know, I'd say that would be, normally you want to see that from your defender to head that back to the keeper. Needs to be stronger.
He tried, he dove pa, di ba?
But you know, it's difficult. Once you have the experience, you'll know when to head it back
or head it out.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
nobody was on the right side.
Exactly. Just need a little more awareness.
He could have headed it out to himself. I mean, he could run to it, head it out to the side, and run to it, then clear it out.
It comes with experience.
Yeah. And that's sports. That's called presence of mind.
Yeah, exactly.
You can practice all the skills you want. You could have 101 moves, but if you don't have the presence of mind and composure to apply it when necessary, too bad.
Exactly. This is going to be a fun game to watch today.
It's been fun so far for the first 25 minutes. We've barely passed the midway point of the first half. And if you're joining us live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action or on Balls HD or on our live streaming, thank you so much. Hey, if you're nearby, come on over here. This ball is offsides. As Bustamante tried to beat everyone downfield.
Look, there was a foul previous to the ball offside, so he's going to call the foul.
So it's a foul first.
Yes.
And the referee, the lead referee, saying foul muna
Because
bago yung offside.
what happens when there's a foul and it's still in the possession of the team that got fouled, he'll opt to play on. But if the next pass, here's the foul.
Yeah, here's the foul.
It goes to his teammate, so the ref says play on, but the moment it's passed forward and the guy was in an offside position, he'll call the foul first.
Papagbigyan ka pa.
Yeah.
All right.
So you get
Look out. Looking for the volley there. That was Alquiros again. Left foot getting busy here for Nate.
His last game.
Look at that.
Last game, and then he goes into Stallions, I believe, of the UFL and continues his career.
With short hair, long hair. what does he look better with?
I think better short hair. I'm just jealous of the long hair.
I was asking Natasha before, do you fight over the shampoo or the hair dryer? Meanwhile, here's Alquiros once again trying to just out-hustle the Tamaraos just to get possession. But here's Jan Melisa.
Yep.
He's got momentum and some friends on the left side. Paulo Bugas cuts back. Here's a shot.
Good defense.
That's deflected by Greg Yang, I think. Wow. How quickly FEU can make this into an attack, no?
That Melissa's a quick player, man. Look at him move, and he's shifty. Good.
And he's not just a scorer. He's not just a striker. He can set you up.
All these players are multiple threats. You know, they can all dribble the ball. They can all defend. They can all score. You know, FEU is a very strong team.
Bustamante working his behind off there, trying to get the ball away from Cubon. And Paulo Bugas, A for effort there defensively for Bustamante, who's been a busy kid today. And jersey number 17. Referee saying we take this free kick from the foot back. Sometimes that 1 foot matters. Hey, inches mattered in Alquiros'
Exactly.
free kick, right? Arnelamita will take this one. It's curling in. And this is deflected out for a throw-in. And how would you assess so far the efforts of LaSalle's defense to be up on the FEU players, physical, make them feel them?
You know what I see? It's almost like a bend but don't break type.
Okay. Without Amita taking the ball away again, Higanto.
Casual defense again.
Bugas still has a chance to cut this back. And DLSU wins the corner. You were saying about how LaSalle's defense has been trying to stem this tide.
You know, they need to be tighter on their man. If you look at it here, there's space, maybe 1-2 yards. You can't give them any space, especially that close to the box. At the same time, when they do have the ball in their defensive third, they're too casual with it. The second time the ball's been given away there.
Yep. Here's a corner kick. Looking for Janjan Melisa. Another shot here. That's deflected away.
Over the goal.
This is over the goal. That was Joel who went all the way up. And Joel actually is the one who sometimes plays keeper, but I think he's the one with the injured finger today. Hence not playing keeper.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's pinky.
And the pinky matters when you're a keeper.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter much when you're on the field. That's why he's on the field today. Talking about RJ Joel. Another foul here. That referee whistle has been blown quite a few times as well again today. Uh-oh.
That's a card.
Uh-oh. Amita trying to be...
Who's that? Ferrer? No, who's 27?
Chavez. Sorry, it was Chavez. Trying to be cute there. Sending the ball back a few yards and say, no, don't play him a free kick. But not quite. The referee caught that one. Most of the time, the referees miss those things.
It does happen, but in football, they need to be on top of that.
Yep.
Any time wasting, the FIFA has been trying to root that out of the sport. Ooh.
Gonzalez tried to go for a scissor kick there. Off a volley, he gets it back. They find Alquiros on the left wing. Back to Gonzalez.
Great ball.
Finding inside to Bustamante. He's still up and about. Almost losing his footing. Tries to turn around and then there's an FEU defender. Too patient?
Too patient.
Should they send it right across right away?
He could have put it across the goal the first time, but he tried to take another extra touch.
Meanwhile, Melisa gets away on the right side. He's got room.
Dangerous.
Cuts back to the middle. With the left foot to Higanto with a header. It's over the bar.
Back and forth game here today.
Wow.
This is a great game to watch. Back and forth. Both teams attacking. Both teams taking shots on goal.
And if you're the defense of LaSalle, you got to know what the strong foot of Jan Melisa is. Isn't he lefty?
Definitely.
So don't let him cut back to the left.
That's where, as you become a professional, you need to start studying your opponents and seeing what foot they like playing off of more, what they like to pass with.
That's like the third time today you've seen Melisa cut back left and give a potential assist.
Exactly. So these are things in time you learn.
FEU now sending it back to the left side to Paulo Bugas. It's going to be interesting to see how he will operate here in the left wing.
Oh, that's near us.
Bugas again. Looking back to the back to Menzi, trying to swing it to the right side. At Ferrer. At Layumas.
Yeah.
Taking that one away.
Layumas on the left and Nieras here on the right.
And that's Gonzalez. He is down. Free kick for LaSalle.
I really think that Gonzalez, that Nasi has some potential to him. He has a great first touch.
Feisty little kid as well. I mean, maliit na nga si Ferrer.
Yeah. Pero mas maliit din.
Mas maliit pa to si Gonzalez, ha?
But he has something special about him. I like his first touch. I like his decision making.
Tapang, grabe.
Yeah. He's just a little bit heavy-footed and slow. So if he works on that, he will be very good.
That free kick, tried to cross it, did not get anything, and here comes FEU once again. Higanto tried to go back to Amita. A rare miscue there between the two in an open field with some space, but Higanto wins it back. Jan Melisa is denied by Greggy Yang, but he gets the ball back.
Oh,
finds Higanto with space to shoot. A grounder, and De Guzman timed the dive perfectly.
Great game here.
Wow. What a game so far for De Guzman.
A lot of work to do today.
Oh man, talk about a busy goalkeeper today. And he's gonna have some words for his friends from the back line at halftime.
Man, I wonder how many people are counting the number of saves he's made today, because that's
dami na. We'll get that to you later on. We'll have some official stats, but my unofficial count, what,
four saves by him at the very least, right? Ooh, too long.
Gio tried to cross it, and he was stymied there by Kubon. He's down. He's hurt.
We gotta see that replay.
Let's see if FEU sends this one out. No, but Gio's up anyways.
Give it.
Back to Gio.
Too much. Good idea.
But Menzi is right there. Can he control this though? Ooh, runs out of space.
Good defense there by Menzi. At the right position, right timing.
Here's that shot by Higanto here. He went for a roller. Was that a miss hit or was that?
No, it was definitely a miss hit.
Okay.
But you know, when you turn to take that shot, you really turn to
give it some power.
Yeah, and sometimes you hit the ground with it.
Jan Melisa keeping possession. For Higanto, he was onside, but the pass had a little too much mustard on it. And De Guzman once again had to come off his line to gather this one.
It's looking like Coach Hans is potentially going to make a sub here. Ooh, foul.
Another foul here on Chavez this time, sending Gonzalez back to the bench.
But you know, this is a final. Everyone's going to be coming hard. Yep. I've been watching UAAP games, and I haven't seen them this rough.
This has been one of the more physical ones. Huh?
Yeah.
Even more physical than the FEU UP game, because UP is really known to be a physical defensive team.
Yeah. No, definitely a physical game here. I wonder if it's one of Coach Hans's tactics to be a little more physical with his team. And then
we do see a sub coming in, and later on we'll see.
Uy up on top.
It looks like it's going to be Uy.
Yeah. Koizumi coming out? Possibly.
So Charles Franklin Uy, wearing jersey number 15, will be coming in early.
Yeah.
Would you say this is early for
Well,
a handshake
you
in
know
Coach
what?
Hance's style?
You know, when you're in a finals like this and your team, you need a spark plug up on top, and Koizumi hasn't done.
There's a shot by Melisa, way over the bar though.
Is it Koizumi coming out? Let's see this.
It is. It looks like number 6 is out.
Yep.
Substitution
He hasn't
for
done
De La Salle
much
University.
in the first
Coming
30
in,
minutes
number
here or so.
15, Charles Philip Curry. For number
Speed over height.
Yeah.
Koizumi, one of the bigger guys for La Salle.
We scored a lot of goals coming in as a sub.
And
you know?
remember, he scored that goal to tie it
Yeah,
in
the
the
last
second
minute
round,
goal.
in the
And-
90th minute.
And you look at the center backs of FEU, they're a little slow, so you get a little speed in behind there, they may have a chance. Coach in Koizumi's face there a little bit, but don't worry.
That's it. That's a season for Koizumi. What a great effort for him as a teammate to bring this team this far. He's been a big part of it. Bustamante trying to get that ball away from Paulo Bugas, who
Oh,
sends a
wow.
nice ball to the right side.
Ooh,
to
that was
Ferrer,
close.
but the ref calls it offside.
We got to see this again. That was close. I don't know if that was offside.
We have the benefit of the replay. Here's Paulo Bugas. Well, not wide enough to see if it was offside or not. But
I
even
don't know.
though,
I don't know. He
even
looked
though if it was a
onside.
nice shot,
Yeah.
you saw Ferrer make the run.
Yeah, it looked onside.
Okay. Got Menzi being sent by the referee to go to the sideline. Is there some blood on his forehead?
Maybe.
Or a contact lens? We'll try to we'll figure this one out. Okay, meanwhile,
Long ball up.
long ball for La Salle. Bustamante sets it down. Gonzalez tries for a long one and missing that completely.
I like how Bustamante's been active there in the middle of the field.
Very active,
Yeah,
huh?
getting to the balls. He's doing a good job.
We've been mentioning his name more than Amita.
Yeah.
And you expect it to be Amita who
The other
would win
way,
the battle of the
exactly.
middle, no?
So he's doing a good job there. However, when he does get the ball, he can be a little bit campante. He needs to get that ball, look for the pass and release. He's holding on to it a second or two too long. Looks like he got something in his eye, possibly.
Either that or a contact lens problem or something, but it's his eye.
Yeah.
And even Masokin trying to help out there. Uy, trying to get that one away from Mulero. But Mulero making sure it stays on their side of the field. This is Alquiros. Sticking in the middle. Steps on the brakes, finds Bustamante in the middle. Looking ahead to Gio Diamante. That was headed back out by Kumon.
The game has settled down here in the 38th minute.
Yep, we've seen a bit of a slower pace. We're entering the 39th minute of the first half. 0-0 po ang score. Pero ilang beses nang nasubukan ang goalkeeper ng La Salle.
Good defense here by Nieros on the right side.
Kumon overlapping. Tried to skip one to Higanto. Nahuli siya doon ang depensa ng La Salle.
You know what Nieros has been doing well is the moment before he sees the ball's about to be switched, he's running to Paulo. You know, closing that gap so that way it doesn't
That's some
give
great
Paulo
respect
good
from
space.
for a player you know how
Yeah.
good he is.
It's one of two things. You know, as a defender, if you feel the person you're playing against is faster and shiftier and can beat you, you give him space. But at the same time, you give him space to run at you. He can turn, pick out a pass, whatever. So the better defenders will run to you, break down, and give you maybe a yard,
Okay.
but be right on top of you. So that way, if you
moment
go
you turn.
right,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
He's right there.
Lights starting to come on here.
Yep. Look
Oh,
out!
wow.
Melisa tries to head this one down, and once again, De Guzman at the right place at the right time. But you can see him lifting his arms in frustration,
yeah.
towards his backline defenders.
Definitely.
Look at this
It does
chip,
get
long
frustrating.
chip there, and Melisa just slips right through. I mean, you got two white shirts going for the ball. Would you have rather one of them a body on Melisa?
Exactly. Well, as a defender, you have to make sure the man and goal, right? You have your body holding off
guy that's running at the ball, and so that way your keeper
Don't
gets a
just
chance.
run to the ball,
exactly.
not knowing where
the guy is. Exactly.
the guy is. And that was what happened there, as Janjan Meliza had a chance to head it down.
Exactly.
If he were 3 inches taller, that might have been different.
Lucky for them, De Guzman's on his game here.
Greggy Yang tried to go for the near impossible there. Free kick.
I've seen Roberto Carlos do that a few times.
Okay. But his name is not Roberto Carlos.
Exactly.
His name is Greggy Yang. A great, great football player, great defender.
Yeah.
Really known for those long free kicks, not just yet. But you got to go for anything. It's the finals. One game. It's a new format this year. Last year, we had a something similar to basketball. Final Four was twice to beat, and then it was a best of 3 finals pa nga, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's just one game in the Final Four. Walang advantage yung higher seed, and then one game here in the finals. As the league is continuously trying to find ways to improve quality of the competition. There's some ideas already of some people floating on about hopefully a 2-game aggregate, 2-leg aggregate. Here's a foul here.
Yeah.
That's Villasin with the body on the back there.
Yeah.
A free kick here for Menzi. That's headed out by Greggy Yang. Oh, look at that. Menzi all over Gio Diamante. Really hot, rough foul there. He gets a yellow card for this one. The second yellow for an FEU player.
Villasin could have been yellow card in that last one. But he kept it in his pocket.
3 yellows today. Koizumi in the 11th minute. That doesn't matter anymore because he's out. He's been subbed out. Chavez in the 29th minute for FEU. And then now Menzi. Here you go.
It's fairly similar to what Villasin did. Could have been both ways. Both guys could have gotten cards. But lucky for
Menzi there. The brother of the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Mentioned it during...
It's always nice to play with your brother, man.
Yun na nga eh. But I've never seen a brother tandem that's one is a keeper and one is a defender.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It means that they should essentially have good communication.
Yep. And Kuya, you got my back.
Yeah, exactly. You just tell me, or growing up, if you're in the backyard, the ball goes over your head. You just automatically know it's your ball.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really worry because you know the guy behind you is going to get onto that ball.
That's brothers Audi on the field and Michael defending the posts for FEU. Magkapatid na Menzi. Ubon with a mistake here. Buti na lang for him. Walang Lasal player behind him.
Nano receiving the ball.
See what Nano can do here. Quickly to Chavez. Ahead to Janjan Meliza. Chavez is down.
It's okay to give a foul in the midfield.
A shot there.
It's okay.
That was Gio Diamante who had contact with him, picking him up. A nice gesture of sportsmanship there.
Let's see that again.
Captain.
It's not so bad.
Yep. Looked worse initially with the fall. Scramble for the ball here. Uy gets away to the left side. To Alquiros. Looking for some teammates, but quickly FEU clogging the passing lanes. Chavez.
Too long.
Nobody home in the middle. Para sa Lasal. Greggy Yang takes it right back.
Too long there, holding on to that ball in the middle.
And they're all tight, no? Nagsisiksikan yung tatlong players sa harapan ng Lasal.
He could have played it out wide.
Janjan Meliza, he's got time to cut this one back. He does, he finds Higanto. Could not control. De Guzman breathed another sigh of relief there that he didn't have to dive for that one. So that would have been a difficult one if there was a shot. Bustamante. Nobody on his right side. He cuts back to the left. There it is. Sends it back to Gonzalez. He's got some space here. Back to Bustamante. Takes a shot! And that is a foot or two over the goal. Menzi didn't even bother to jump for it. One of the best clean shots so far for Lasal today. That is in play, aside from the free kick attempt of Alquiros.
Coach Hans making signals. He wants the ball played to the back post, not just shots on goal.
So he wanted that another pass.
Yeah. 1 minute here of extra time.
Ooh, look at that. Great angle there from behind the net. 1 minute of extra time as we've hit the 45th minute mark. Wala pa po tayong goal dito. Championship game for men's football between FEU and LaSalle. One game lang po ito, do or die. The winner hoists the trophy tonight, and the loser will take runner-up.
You know, something that's interesting. Normally you have your faster players out on the wing, but they have Gonzalez there on the wing. Not the fastest of players, but he's very good with the ball, very good with distributing from the wing. So it's very, very interesting, this tactic of Coach Hans.
Gonzalez there, as you mentioned, goes down. He's down though. He battled for that ball. He's still down. Menzi is down as well, and that's a foul.
Oh, I hope it's nothing bad. Oh, he's holding an elbow.
Gonzalez is not complaining about anything on his legs, but rather he's holding on to his left elbow.
I hope that's not.
Let's see if we can see how that fall was, or any contact with the player.
Let's see.
Gonzalez.
His arm. Oh, I hope it didn't
Looks like
dislocate.
a hyperextension.
Yeah, I hope
Worst
it's
case
just
scenario, you're
hyperextension.
right, dislocation, but it didn't seem to pop out.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to pop out. He's up.
Yeah, he's running.
He's going to play with this one. That's going to hurt tomorrow.
Oh, it'll hurt for a while.
There's a whistle for halftime. Entertaining first half.
It was a great first half.
Great
Back
first
and
half.
forth.
Yep. It was a lot of FEU at the start. And eventually, LaSalle got their bearings going and they had their attacks as well. We'll be taking a short break here. When we come back, some highlights of the first half and some halftime stats. Please stay with us right here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Welcome back to the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. It is halftime, folks, here at the final match of the season for UAAP Season 77 men's football between the 17-year title drought-hungry De La Salle Green Archers and the other team looking to secure a rare back-to-back triple crown after their women's and juniors team already secured their back-to-back titles. FEU Tamaraws. Here's some highlights of the first half, and boy, a quick, busy start for De Guzman, Armand.
You know what? In the early going, you saw the quality of FEU. You can go into this game, even though LaSalle was seated higher, I do feel that FEU is the better team individually. You saw it early, the first 15-20 minutes of the game, and then LaSalle settled in, and they started attacking as well. So the last 20-30 minutes of the half have been back and forth.
If there's one thing we haven't quite seen from FEU, actually, in terms of their advantage, here's that chance by Gio that just ran out of steam. Is there actually a teamwork? But here's a great shot by El Quiroz. Boy,
If that
what
went
a
in,
bullet that was.
yeah, if that went in, it would have changed the game completely.
Yep. I mean, we haven't seen quite the usual advantage in terms of the teamwork. I mean, they've had great individual efforts, and Jan Melizas had some good passes, but beyond that, we haven't seen the usual.
Well, you know what?
FEU, no?
That was one thing in my talks with Coach Hans before the game. He was really trying to stop the midfield of FEU from doing anything. You know, that was his goal.
And that's their heart and soul. Talking about this
Exactly.
FEU Tamaraws.
Exactly.
In a midfield attack.
Exactly. So he's done a fairly decent job of doing that in this latter part of the first half. And hopefully they continue to do well for LaSalle. But FEU, on the other hand, they've been taking shots on goal. They haven't been finishing. If they can put one of those shots and those opportunities that they get on frame, if the Guzman is off his, they may have that opportunity.
Look at this, Armand. 11 shots on goal, 6 on target. So that counts how many saves, more or less. I don't remember one hitting the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is how many times De Guzman has had to be a busy keeper and jump out there.
And 6 is a lot. It's a big number.
Look at the possession. I didn't even realize it was that big. 65-35.
You
That's
know,
massive.
You know what? In the early going, FEU definitely had a lot of the possession.
Yeah.
However, towards the second, I don't know if it's 65-35.
So siguro that's more in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Na it was probably 80-20. And then it just leveled off a bit because
Exactly.
like 50-50 na.
Yeah.
More or less. I mean, if you do your statistics, we're not that good in math. So, yeah.
But the last 15-20 minutes of the game, you could see LaSalle pushing forward.
Yep.
They had their opportunities. They had their chances.
We got to watch it, though. Talking about FEU, Chavez, Menzi picked up some yellow cards already. Uncharacteristic of them. Normally, they're very disciplined,
It's a
respectful
final. It's a
kids.
final.
I know.
It's
Emotions are running high. A little bit more physical than we expected it to be.
So,
And Well, that's your score line right there. 0-0. Could have easily been 1-0 if Alquiros just had 2 more entries to the left. And it could have been a different ball game altogether. All right, folks, we'll be taking another short break. Do stay with us here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action and live on Balls HD as we bring you the second half and the final half of football here in UAAP Season 77. Welcome back to ABS-CBN Sports in Action for ABS-CBN Sports exclusive and live presentation of UAAP Men's Football Final. Yes, I say final. It's only one game. New format this year para sa football tournament. They had one game each as well in the Final Four. LaSalle outlasted their arch rivals. Ateneo FEU survived a gutsy performance by the UP Maroons. And neither squad, who were ranked 1 and 2, had a twice-a-beat advantage. It was also a one-game knockout. So if you had a bad day, Armand, too bad.
Exactly.
You'd be gone.
You're going home.
Yep, and that's the same scenario today. But take a quick look at who have been the stars of this season for UAAP men's football and look at the leading goal scorers. And hey, you got 2 FEU players combined for 29 goals.
Look at even Melissa, you have Higanto, Amita, all these guys.
Sorry, may 11 pa pala with Melissa.
Yeah.
So 3 FEU players in the top 5 combining for 40 goals.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
The firepower that they have, it's just unbelievable.
And then you've got LaSalle there, Diamante, that's Jello, wearing jersey number 7. He's got 5 goals. Uy has 5 goals as well. He's off the bench today. As you said, he is a goal scorer. He has come off the bench to score goals for them.
And then you have Alquiros there with 4 goals. You know, so the LaSalle can score goals as well, but I think their strength is their defense being compact and not giving up too many goals.
They rather low scoring contest and going on the counter.
Exactly. So that's the style of play LaSalle have. And look, with all the firepower that FEU has, 0-0 game so far. So let's see if LaSalle can keep it the same way here coming into the second half.
Of course, LaSalle would have wanted a goal by Alquiros already.
Yeah.
But who would be the happier coach coming into the halftime with what's the state of the game right now?
Well, you know what? It's difficult to say. Both teams played well. They had their spots of good play and they had their spots of bad play. If I were Coach Hans, I'd say, you know, we didn't concede in the early going, and then we picked it up towards halftime, whereas FEU started out on fire, and then they kind of dropped a little bit.
If Coach Hans looked at that stat sheet and saw the time of possession, the mute button would have to be on, or the sensor bleep.
Well, you know, right now, this team, the way it's made up, versus lesser quality competition, opposition, then possession would mean a lot.
Okay.
But versus a team like FE that's been together for so long, that plays so well, that have great individual talent here, you know,
that's just how it is.
Yeah,
Tangkap mo na. That's the way they play.
What's important is the 0 by the score.
Yeah.
You know, they have had their shots, and he'll be upset about that. If he can adjust that with his defense, they should be better off in the second half.
And boy, do they have to give a big hug of thank you to their goalkeeper, De Guzman, as we see some great supporters here for LaSalle. The alumni is out today. Former Senator Mig Zubiri is here today. The FEU crowd as well, the FEU players, the women's team, the champions. After that dramatic win against UP earlier today.
Staying around, cheering on their...
Your 1997 champions.
Was that?
Was
I there? Was I there?
Sabi mo, nandun ka eh, freshman, you rode the bench. You were getting Coach Hans the water.
Exactly,
okay?
exactly. Oh man, that's my
They're
first
here.
year.
There's a nice look at the FEU crowd who's out here as well today. They are out and about cheering their squad. There they are.
That's the
and why is Cristian Lozano wearing blue?
I don't know. He's
the guy with the light blue, and in fairness, it's light blue.
He's the guy I said. If there's a guy that never got his opportunity, best player in football, born and raised here in the Philippines, Cristian Lozano.
If there was a professional league then, if there were regional leagues then,
if the Ascals were back then, he would have definitely been one of the better players. And that, boys and girls, is the 97
last champion team of LaSalle. They're out
of the
here.
97 team.
Peter.
You have Will Paradis, Norman Azarcon, Tortocanga, Chris Lozano, just a bunch of guys.
I know some of them, batchmates of mine. I came in 94, I left 99. I'm not ashamed of that. I Took my time. I enjoyed the campus.
Oh, you're older than me pala.
A little bit. A little bit.
But it's okay.
And I was planning that. I was supposed to call you Kuya Arman. We were going to talk about you part of that 97 team, but I just gave that away. Anyway,
You gave it away.
All right, fine. The beard comes with it.
I shaved.
I know, but I remember November with Ascals.
Yeah.
Boy, did you have a scruffy one.
Yeah, now well, look at Nasi. He's still in the game. They wrapped up his elbow as we're about to start the second half here.
Wrapped up elbow there for Gonzalez. Okay, here we go, folks. Moments away from the second half resuming. The lights are bright out on the field now. It's starting to dim. Sunset is behind us. Can't see the gorgeous sunset on Ross Boulevard, but the action is right here on the pitch in the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. 0-0, 0-0 po ang score natin in the final match of men's football in the UAAP for season 77. FEU Tamaraos, the defending champions, going up against the De La Salle Green Archers. The last time they hoisted the trophy was in 1997. And it's been an entertaining match so far. I'm TJ Manotok. I'm joined by Arman Del Rosario, and we have been treated to some great football so far. No goals yet, but boy, we've got some great action.
Yep, back and forth game, that's for sure. There's the first 15 minutes of this game, the second half, you're going to see more of the same as what you did in the first half. FEU's probably going to come out strong. They're going to come, bombard the goal, and
Mita here has some space. Ooh, opts to try to chip it to Giganto.
He was looking for that through ball.
He had a shot if he wanted to.
Sure.
Not much of crease in the defense, but shot nonetheless. That just talks about their veteran experience and their patience.
Yeah, no, they have the shot. He looked for a better option.
One, yeah.
But you know, it's hard to think that fast when you're on the field and you know you have 5 guys in front of you.
Look at this back heel to Bugas, trying to find Ferrer on the right wing. That is Mayumas making sure there is no trouble there. Throw in para sa FEU. Remember, possession of the ball is, according to the stats, 65% is in possession of FEU.
And you'll see it. You'll see a lot of possession with FEU here today, especially in the early part of this half.
Here come the drums, back up blazing. Both sides have been full support. Now we're seeing some LaSalle supporters filter out to the outside. In the bleachers. That's how full we are here in the grandstand. No choice but for them to go out there on the other side of the pitch.
Exactly. But you know what? It's always
it is full
nice.
here.
Yeah,
On the LaSalle side of the gallery.
This is the most I've seen in a very long time.
Great crowd here coming out for finals of UAAP men's football. As well, kanina for the women's final. Here's Ferrer, looking in the middle, trying to find Giganto, just a little too strong. Gio Diamante has been the only Diamante in the field so far. Remember, last game his brother came in for him, Jello.
Yep.
He was not 100% from the clavicle injury, then became the hero of the match in the semifinal.
You know, what happened here?
Another man down for LaSalle. Looks like Gonzalez.
Yeah, taken down from behind there.
Remember, he was down earlier with an elbow that he seemed to have sprained or hyperextended.
Looks like he might have hit his head on the turf.
Shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Amita did it there. Had some contact.
Nano's a rough player. I mean, for his size. Yeah. If he were my size, he would be wrecking people.
Yeah, he'd cause pain.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He's a tough kid. I would go into training when these guys first came out, you know, and I'd rough them up and they'd take it. They'd get back up.
And maybe that's why he's more confident to just go at it, because he's so small.
Yeah.
They rarely would get called for some hard fouls.
Oh, well, you know what? They're tough too.
Yep.
Ooh,
Here's the foul trying to find inside. Here's Oy!
Great save by Menzi.
Oh, wow. Nice little pass there by Bustamante. Looking ahead to Oy. Trying to point his toes to get on the scoreboard. Wow. Oops,
Heads up goalkeeping by Menzi.
Yeah, good keeping by Menzi. Meliza trying to break down this defense of LaSalle. Giganto, he turns, he shoots at it way over But if you're the defense of LaSalle, you would not be happy with the way Melissa just waltzed in there.
Exactly.
Here's a nice pass. Look at this gorgeous pass by Bustamante. Finding Uy, just trying to point it, poke it in there.
Back down the other way.
Look at this, Giganto just finding his way through the crowd.
Back and forth game.
It shouldn't be, if you're at LaSalle, it shouldn't be that easy.
Exactly.
For FEU to just get in the box and take a shot like that.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, FEU breathed a sigh of relief there. That was one of the, probably the best opportunities so far already for LaSalle to score, aside from that free kick of Arquiros in the first half.
That's okay.
Brago gives up a duty foul here, trying to stop the momentum of this midfield of FEU. As you said, Armand, Coach Hans has been wary of the midfield attack of the Tamaraws.
What LaSalle need to be wary of is when they pressure out here, Melissa gets open right there in the middle. You know, where he got that ball there.
Play on though. The hand decked. Oh, that's right. He was decked there by Villasin.
Yeah. Good job by defense there by Villasin.
But look how quickly FEU gets back.
And that's great sign, great coaching. Oh,
Gio. Not good, great clearance. Gio tried to steal that away. Here's Ferrer. Finds Amita.
Well, it's going to get physical. You can
Rago,
see.
good challenge there. He wins it back. But Mulero comes out. Alquiros gets it to the right side. Here's Gio Diamante. He's got time. He's got space. Here's the cross. To the long post. A header by Layuba. Bounces up and over the bar.
Hits the post over the goal.
Woo. What a wild bounce that one took.
Well, great for Leubas to get up into the attack there.
Who would have thought he came from all the way back?
Yep.
And he became a target of that long cross.
This had a chance. It hits the back of the post. That's two posts.
Wow.
Oh, man. This is fun. This is fun.
Menzi must have been like, what's this ball? It bounced down.
Blessed by the soccer gods here tonight. The post twice on his side.
Paulo Bugas gets away here on the left side.
No foul?
Gets in the middle of the box. He's down. No ball. And no teammate as well there to take a clean shot. Giganto sends it back to the middle. Here's a shot by Chavez. Deflected out by LaSalle. It's still in play. Another shot. Giganto cutting back in the middle. He's down and there's no call once again. Ref says play on.
Wow.
Gonzalez looking ahead. Mulero is way off his usual space, but he denies that chance for LaSalle to advance the ball. Bustamante is down.
Wow.
And the ref is letting them play, Armand.
That ball should never be allowed to cross the middle of that place of goal. Never.
Nobody touched it.
Oh man,
LaSalle nor
it's one defense should never let the ball go across the goal like that. It just shouldn't happen. They're just lucky that no one was there.
Yep. Paulo Bugas gets it right back from Giganto. Nice two-man game. Giganto trying to weasel away from the defense. Back to Bugas. Amita's got space. Tries to cut back middle. Greggy Yang all over him. Back to the left side. And that was Ferrer trying to cross it in. Smack in the face of Nieras.
Wow. Looks like they got a bib on Coach Hans. Wow.
John Mediza.
Too much time right there. Too much time on that ball.
Again, he had space, but that was way above.
Well, he chested it down. The LaSalle players were expecting a whistle, so they let him get that space. That should never happen.
Coach Hans wearing an orange bib, and I think this is to avoid confusion that he's a Tamaraw.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're the similar shade of green.
I'm sure he was not too happy about that, but hey.
At least it's still a LaSalle bib. It's a DLSU.
Oh, man. But back to that play where Melissa chested the ball down. LaSalle thought it was a handball and they stopped playing. They are so lucky that Melissa fired that ball over the goal.
Amita, back to Giganto. That is booted away on the back line. Bustamante with a head of full head of steam here. But sometimes when you have too much speed, that's the problem.
Gets caught up under you.
Give the ball.
into
Looking
space.
for Uy.
Menzi.
A foot race between him and Menzi.
Oh, good
Here's the
defense.
tackle. And that is clean, says the ref.
Good last-ditch effort there by Menzi.
It looked like an Amani Aguinaldo kind of tackle right there.
Yeah. Good last-ditch effort.
Going for it and getting it cleanly.
You know, if you miss that tackle, he's in on goal.
Either he's gone or you give up a foul.
Yeah.
Free kick.
Then that would have been a card. Luckily, he didn't get a foul there.
FEU clearing this out of danger. Greggy Yang trying to send it back. Nieras. Cuban. Here's Alquiros. Hasn't been much of a factor today. Whoa, he is decked there by Menzi. Not easy to get Alquiros that far out. And Menzi better watch it.
Oh, he has his hand in his
Doesn't
pocket.
he have a card today? He's got a
Yeah.
yellow already.
Yeah.
And he is animatedly complaining to the ref.
Ooh, he could have gotten his second
Should
yellow.
watch it.
He had his hand in his pocket there for a second.
Ay, did ah?
Yeah,
Umorma si ref.
it was there.
Nasa holster na eh.
Then he realized,
Bubunot na eh.
swerte with this referee.
You lucky kid. A little bit more patience from the ref. Free kick here for Greggy Yang. On the right side. Crossing it to the middle.
Oh,
A
wow.
punch is straight up but not out for Menzi, and he gets it right back. It does help that you could use your hands. Oh, perfect. Morero sends it out to Paulo Bugas. That's in safer possession if you have it with his feet. Chavez, the left side.
You know, as a player and as a coach, parts of your tactic would be to play rough, get them off their game a little bit. You know, put in if you're gonna make tackles, put in hard tackles, so that way they feel you.
And just said it, a hard tackle here.
Here's a hard tackle, not in a place where you want it to be.
Is this
Too
John
close
John?
to goal. Looks like John.
Eliza,
Yeah, to the ankle. I'm sure.
challenged by Villasin there.
I'm sure a spike to his ankle, right on the bone. Those are always
That's
hurt.
where the shin guard ends.
Exactly.
Begins the skin.
When I was a kid, they used to have these shin guards that covered the ankles. Did you ever have
Meron
those?
pa rin eh.
Meron pa rin?
My kids have those with the padding.
Yeah.
But I don't know if all players prefer that. Some of
No,
them just
definitely
look like the LaSalle players. Some of them just have the slip-ons.
Exactly. And,
Wala pang strap eh.
and every day, more and more people use those.
Here's the free kick. That is way over the bar for Arnel Amita, the goal scorer in the semifinal, the Final Four against UP. That catapulted them here to the finals and a chance to defend their title. And after their juniors team won yesterday, their women's team won today, a chance for FEU for a rare back-to-back triple crown in football. Long goal kick there for De Guzman. Pero sends this up ahead. Eliza heads it to the side to Amita. He wins it against Blanco. Look out, Amita's got space and some friends. Offside. Whoop. And that was onside as Meliza tried to find Higanto.
If that would have been a goal, we would have had lots of questions.
And could have been a case of too much passing.
Yeah.
Eliza could have shot that.
There's Uy.
Here's Uy. He's up ahead. He's got a foot ahead of Menzi. It's still in play. And Menzi gives up the corner. But great hustle from both players.
Good hustle. Both teams wanting it really badly right now as the whole stands up on their feet here.
So far, Uy proving the gamble of Coach Hans to need more speed. Helping out. Safe compared to Uy. Yeah. Compared to Izumi earlier.
Here's Nasi coming out.
Interesting sub here. Number 11, Gonzalez, will come out for number 14, Montalibano.
Interesting.
No sign yet of the Final Four hero of LaSalle, Jello.
Oh!
Diamante, look out. Here's a shot!
That's
Is it
a goal!
It's a goal for LaSalle!
Wow!
And speaking of a Diamante, here comes the diamond out of nowhere, Gio Diamante.
Don't waste your energy, kid. Don't waste your energy.
has a senior here in LaSalle.
Just as I mentioned, no sign of his brother yet. Here's that gorgeous cross from Alquiros. Ricochets off an FEU player and finds an unmarked
Right
Gio
at
Diamante.
18.
Wow.
Beautiful goal. Him and his brother putting in amazing goals.
Talk about stepping it up in the playoffs. In the Final Four, it was his brother. Here in the finals, he breaks the ice and gets the first goal.
Oh, man. I can only imagine.
Wow. Now, you've got FEU on their back heel.
That kid's better be in shape, man. He ran the whole 50 yards.
I know. I'm tired just watching him. But that's adrenaline right there for you. Here's Montelibano, fresh legs, trying to get away from Hoyel. The dismay of Coach Hans.
Yeah, they just need to be strong in the middle, LaSalle here.
So how does this change the complexion of the game, Armand?
Well, if I were FEU, I'd need to still be patient. You still have 30 minutes left in this game, right? But you are going to be pushing forward a little bit more. The game's going to open up a little bit more for LaSalle. LaSalle's going to have more opportunities to push on the break. FEU just need to continue to play their game. They need to be able to pass the ball. It's their midfield that they need to be working hard and providing the passes for them.
They got to step it up. We have yet to really mention the midfield strength of FEU. We have really yet to commend them because they haven't been as much of a factor as we expected them to be.
Well, Coach has put 3 guys in the middle there. You know, you have Gio, you have Alquiros, and then you have Brago there in the middle.
Headed out there by Hoyel. Paulo Bugas could not run after it. So it's a throw-in for LaSalle. Does it change anything for LaSalle at this
You know what? It's
moment?
still too early. Continue playing the game. They're doing fine. Just make sure they shore up their defensive end.
Guerrero kicks this one out of bounds as well. After an aggressive throw-in from the Yumas. Trying to get it closer.
Good fight here for the
against
ball.
Bugas. Wins it out to Alquiros. But Bolero shows the brick wall and denies anything.
A lot of space here for Paulo. Picks out a pass. Good
Too
defense
strong. That
there
was
by
kind of in
Neras.
between Ferrer and Amita.
Yeah.
Rarely off target is Paulo Bugas.
But good defense there by Neras, picking the ball out.
Look at this back heel by Paulo Bugas. But Hoyel didn't do well with it. Boy trying to win this one away from Cubon. Oh, Gio trying to send it up ahead. And you got a foot race here between Hoyel and Bustamante. Cleared out by Hoyel. I wouldn't say that's very clear because look at that, Neras.
Neras doing a good job over there.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Asking for a foul.
You know, I'm looking at this FEU, how their shape is on the field. They have 2 guys up on top with Higanto and Melissa. Then you have Bugas here on the right side, you know, creating space. They're definitely going to push forward more people in a matter of moments here.
The thing with FEU, as great as they are on the field with their 5-6 great players, would you say they're not as deep as other teams in terms of guys possibly coming off the bench?
Well, that's a definite possibility. Their whole team. Look at Cubon. Cubon's very good as well. You know, he has some first division appearances there, and they have a total squad. But yeah, you may be right. You know, I haven't seen
one guy that's not here today who's injured is Hurao.
Yeah.
Because if Hurao would have been here, one of these guys would have been coming off the bench. Maybe a Chavez or maybe a Perez.
Exactly. And the one thing Coach Hans said was he was the one coach that played all his players off the bench. At some point in the season, all of his players have played.
Everybody's seen action.
Exactly. So he has faith in his whole team.
And that's rare.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches want to win. And when you want to win, you normally stick with your core. Here's a free kick for LaSalle. It's on the ground. And FEU trying to clear this one away. But rather than clearing it and trying to attack, but Bugas could not control. 64 minutes have gone by. LaSalle is in the lead, 1-0. Thanks for joining us here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. And if you're watching this in high definition on channel 167 Balls HD, ABS-CBN Sports bringing you this exclusive coverage of UAAP men's football. Here's a shot. Montelibono could not get his whole foot on that. Paulo Bugas
going hard.
John Beliza. They've got time, they've got space. Higanto in the middle is down by Villasin, and the ref says that's a foul. That might even be, it is a yellow card on Villasin.
You know what's interesting is they had Paulo Bugas move over to the right side. The first half, he moved over. He was on the right side. He moved over here to our left, their right. You know, so.
Is that a yellow, Armand? Or a good hard tackle going for the ball?
I missed it.
Wala pa yung bola eh.
Oh, so that definitely done. Then if the ball wasn't there, it's a yellow.
But it was like a hair early.
Yeah.
A split second, half second too early.
If he got the ball, then it would have been okay.
Yeah. Well, this is what it does. You've got a free kick here for FEU. An enormous wall by LaSalle. A yellow card on an FEU player. I'm trying to figure out who it is. It looked like Kubon, wearing jersey number 26. He's on the right side, right beside the ref there. Marami na tayong yellow. Or is it Ferrer? Okay, so here we go. Resumption of play. Bugas goes for a trick play here. Tried to skip it inside. Set piece there by FEU.
Sniffed out by LaSalle. Cleared off the 18-yard box.
Oyel, rarely up top. And maybe that's why. It was off target.
You're going to start seeing a lot of second motion here by FEU. There's one right here where the referee just called it. He saw it.
Emotions running high. Look at this sneaky play right back to Bugas and trying to sneak it in there either to Higanto or Ferrer.
Into that space there.
They're right behind the wall.
Yeah. You know, you take it as a defender, Nieras. He had the task of defending Paulo Bugas in the first half. And he did such a good job that Bugas moved to the other side. So
there you go.
As a defender, that's a compliment to you that you've done a great job.
Kanan na nga pala to. This is the right side. I was so used to seeing him here in the first half, but that was because it was the left side. Almost a dangerous territory there for LaSalle to have a chance at goal. FEU trying to send this one right back. We got some clarification. It was Ferrer who was booked the yellow card earlier.
See, look at this is the...
Speaking of subs for Coach Hans, his third sub today.
This is his third sub. Brago's done a good job there in the middle. You know, this is a surprise to me. We haven't heard Nano do much. You know, so Brago's done a good job, and you're substituting Brago out. If Nano and them start to put things together in the middle, it's going to be very risky there for Coach Hans.
Romeo, fresh legs here for De La Salle. Montelibono trying to get this one away from Hoyel. He wins the ball thanks to a foul on Hoyel. He's not happy.
Quick play.
LaSalle is taking a quick play, catching FEU's players complaining. Bustamante.
Too much?
Too much on his own. A yellow card here. Another yellow. This one on Bustamante. I've never seen this many yellows. And I won't be surprised. We're bound to see a red because of a accumulation of yellows. Amita and Bustamante got entangled there.
Nano is a tough kid, I'm telling you. He will not back down. He's had, here's a sub. 13 going in for Ferrer or Chavez.
Calamba coming in for Chavez here.
Well, speaking of the subs, interesting. Let's see how this goes.
Calamba normally plays in the back, so he's going to send someone.
Someone's going to go forward. I don't know if it's going to be Menzi.
Either Dubon or Oriel or Menzi.
Oh, wow.
Look out. Boy, can he beat two green shirts to this ball? Does enough to win the throw-in. Ref says it was off Calamba, who is now playing the right back.
Now, this is 20 minutes left in this game. As a player, you start to feel it. You start to see, wow, how much time's left. We need to start pressing. And slowly but surely, the FEU players are going to start pressing forward a little bit more, giving more space.
Bustamante denied there by Mulero.
A little more space to LaSalle. So let's see if LaSalle can take advantage, or if the FEU Tamaraws can push forward.
At what point for LaSalle do you pull back a bit and be a little bit more defensive-minded?
It's tough, man. That's tough. It's, as a player, I wasn't a fan of pulling back. But if you're tired and it's really close, maybe the last 5 minutes of the game, but just play some.
Boy, you're concerned.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
I don't. At 10 minutes, that's too much time.
Okay.
And that means they're going to be bombarding you, bombarding you.
Will allow them to have majority of the possession in their side of the field.
Exactly.
But knowing Coach Hans, is that even his style?
He will, but
Eventually.
maybe last 5 minutes if the score stays the same.
Calamba sending it out to Menzi. Good job of keeping control of that one.
What he'll probably do is put either Jello or Zubiri up on top.
Eliza, space, just waltzing right in there. That pass to Amita was too strong. Look kay Joyel. Cubon, Bugas on the right side, begging for the ball. Amita's got the ball in the middle. Sends it to the middle. A diving save by Guzman. The ball is to the line. And it's a goal for FEU. And we are all tied up at 1-all.
Wow.
Just like that, FEU is back in the ball game. De Guzman is fuming. I don't know whether at the ref or at a teammate. Possibly at the ref. Maybe he's complaining that he had his hand on the ball. Here's a dive. He had a hand on the ball, and then it was poked out by Melisa. Pero parang there was no clear possession of two hands. And Higanto finds the golden cookie right there.
Wow.
And the leading goal scorer of the UAAP adds another one to his tally. 17 goals now for Higanto this season, and the most important one probably to tie this game up at 1 apiece.
It's going to be a tough game. Still 20-odd minutes left in this one.
Catch your breath, folks. Hold on to your seats.
We're going to be here a while.
Grab a drink. Send us some popcorn, because this is going to be a fun last 18 or 20 or 25 so minutes, if we see a goal. If not, we're going to see 30 more. What a ball game. Woo.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So officially, 71st minute was the second goal of the match. First one for FEU. Jan Miriza quickly turning, looking to the ref, saying, may foul ba yun? Ref says, play on. Boy, it's been physical. Boy, it's been rough.
The substitute of Borromeo for Bravo might come back to haunt LaSalle here.
Ferrer with some nifty moves to get away, crossing in the middle, but quickly Greggy Yang heading that one out in the right place at the right time. Here comes Amita. Can you feel the momentum shift back to FEU now, Arman?
Definitely. Anytime you score a goal, the momentum's going to go back your way. Now let's see if FEU can take advantage of it.
And a foul is called by the linesman assisting the head referee. He calls this one on Montalibano. Oh, this is earlier when Ferrer just went through Montalibano's legs.
Hello.
The FEU crowd is alive. Up on their feet. They've got a free kick here. This is dangerous. Amita.
Good ball in.
Oh, look at that bounce in front of the goal. And De Guzman gathering it finally on the long post.
Oh, he gets the ball.
Oh, he's ahead. 1 against 2. Can he get away from Mulero?
Oh!
Bang, he's down. And that is a foul on Mulero.
It's a card, yes.
No card so far.
Surprising if that's not a card. Last
Or is
man.
that a case of, hey, I'm 300 pounds and you're 100 pounds?
No, you know
Here's
what?
that free kick that took a wild bounce in the middle. Nobody there again. And boy,
Inches.
Bugas was that far
Oh
away
my
from goal
God.
number 2.
So lucky.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Both teams here, so lucky.
And look who is coming in, Armand.
Number
number 7.
But let's see if he can do it.
This linesmen are trying to get the referee's attention here because they want to bring the sub in.
It's real loud out here today. The referee can't hear it.
They're waving their flags. They're like screaming. The main ref can't see them yet. Now he does.
There it is.
And here it is. Could this be the difference? And he's going to pull out his brother. Jello coming in for Gio.
Tough.
Can this be it? Can he be the hero once again for De La Salle?
Tough to be taken off the field. Last game, I feel for the kid. Oh, this guy's I feel for the kid, you know.
And he's been playing well.
Yeah,
And he scored the goal.
Yep. Sometimes it's better to make fewer subs than to make too many subs.
But
know?
do you give in to your brother, who
Well,
is
yeah.
arguably
Yeah,
the more
definitely.
talented scorer?
Definitely.
So that's the scenario, that's the added drama in this game. But speaking of drama, look out, here comes some action. De Guzman with the dive, and boy, is he thankful. That is just wide.
Wow.
Just wide for FEU. And quickly they take the corner, trying to catch La Salle off guard. Amita. Oh, he's down.
That's a foul.
The linesman calls a foul on Amita.
Yep.
So great defense there by Nate Alpiros, of all people. He had to get back quickly.
Yep. Wow.
Quickly, back and forth. Look at that. Paulo Bugas. Just wide.
Under the hands.
But great coverage by De Guzman. He was right there
but that's
for
a-
an on-target shot.
That's a ball you need to control. Oop, sniper.
Ouch.
Oh, what happened?
A bad landing by Calamba.
Oh no.
That
So-
didn't look good from
Right
what I
down the
saw.
edge. Oh no. As we see the
Yeah.
replay. Oh. There it is.
So temporarily 10 men on the field para sa FEU. Here comes Bustamante against Mulero. Tambo trying to skip it in. Sent away by Mulero. Yang heads this one out. How long does Master Kim take before he decides to pull out Calamba?
I don't see anybody warming up.
Yun na nga eh, wala pa, no? That's the thing, they're all cold. Nobody's
Yeah.
warm.
Yep.
Normally at this stage of the game, you have a few guys at least running back and forth in case.
Well, this
Of
could be.
anything.
That's his sub that just got injured.
That's right.
So does he have anybody that quality-wise?
Reliable. That's what
Yeah.
we meant. I asked you earlier about the depth of this team.
Yeah.
They're super heavy as a starter, as a starting squad.
Yeah.
But normally it is Calamba and Hurao are the guys who can come off the bench. But Hurao is injured today. Here's Monteliban on the left side. That's weak.
Poor decision.
He was trying to look for Jello Diamante. He's got the fresh legs.
I feel bad for Calamba. He's still down on the ground over there.
He is still down. They're not moving him. They're not touching him.
Yeah.
The medics are here. We've got an emergency medical staff here. They're looking at him right now. In all likelihood, he's not coming back in this game.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
It looked like his knee buckled there.
Yeah.
We're hoping for the best that it's not that bad for him. Although this is the last game of the season, but of course, we don't want anybody majorly injured.
Yeah. That's a good 6-8 months of rehab.
Meanwhile,
Nice
Bustamante.
turn. Oh, could that be a
Down
penalty?
in the box. referee says no penalty. Goal kick lang. Here's that.
Let's see.
Possession once again. Bustamante against
Good
Hoyel.
turn. Okay.
Actually, there was no contact there. He just tripped on his own effort trying to get the ball.
Trying to get around him.
Good eyes by the referee, who has been sharp and calling a lot of yellow cards. Jan Meliza streaking ahead. He still has the ball. Can he catch up with it? Goal kick para sa Lasal.
This game has started to slow down a little bit from the pace it was on earlier.
That was dangerous right there. AP gathered that. He was able to control that bounce.
They're losing a lot of those balls in the middle, the first balls in the air. You know, the FEU's getting to those first balls, and the second balls are being won by FEU. These are things that, as a midfielder, you need to win your battles.
Borromeo not winning that battle against Arenalmita. Looking ahead to Higanto. Here comes De Guzman.
See, Borromeo's...
That was your question earlier. Can Borromeo stand
up
against the defense? Look out! We've got a second goal for Lasal! And Bustamante gives the lead back to the Green Archers.
80th minute goal.
Wow!
Just takes one of those. A little luck.
Everybody's celebrating there with Bustamante, but you know what I caught? I caught Greggy Yam running to the coaching staff, immediately asking how much time is left. That's a veteran for you. Making sure to remind his teammates this is not over yet. But that could be the final nail in the coffin, courtesy of a long kick from De Guzman, who's been doing a lot of that today.
First ball won by FEU, but the second ball
very risky by Cubon to go for a bicycle clearance.
Beautiful.
Incredibly risky. Rather than just put the body on the man and stay with the man, he tried for a really difficult bicycle clearance.
Uy has FEU's number. This is his second goal in 3 games versus FEU.
No, this is Bustamante actually.
Was that Bustamante?
It's Bustamante, yep.
Wow.
It's on Bustamante.
Okay.
2-1. Lasal.
This is the time you put a more compact midfield. You can start playing a little more compact here in the middle. Leave Uy up on top.
Look at the celebration. With 9 minutes to go. Now 8 minutes to go.
There it is. That's
Mulero.
all.
Can he keep in step? Can he clear this one away from Uy? Wow, what composure by Mulero to just turn rather than clear it away.
Well, that's all Lasal really need to do right now. Stay compact there defensively, not give too much space to any of the FEU teams, players.
In case you're wondering, that was only the second goal of Bustamante this whole season.
Very nice. Oh, ouch. Ouch, whoa.
Higanto gets away from Yang. He's got Feliz on the left side, and it's all tied up once again. Are you kidding me?
That could have been a foul there in the middle. The guy's still down.
What football we are seeing here in the UAAP?
This is a game.
Woo! FEU just will not go away. And just the guy who asked the coaching staff how much time was left after Bustamante's goal, Greggy Yang was crossed away.
Check this replay. Is this a foul?
That one? The ball was far from them.
Yeah.
And Greggy Yang lost it there. He went for a steal on Higanto.
Yeah.
If you had to play that back, would you have backed off rather than go for the ball?
As a center back, you have to read the flight of the ball. You know, you cannot let the ball go over your head. As a center back, it's just not supposed to happen. And holding mid, if the center back's not going to approach that ball, the holding mid has to win that ball.
And the composure of FEU there to make the extra pass.
Yeah.
Higanto got away from Yang with a gorgeous move. Finds Meliza knowing where he is. As we were talking about this early in the game. They've been playing for many years together.
Yes.
They know exactly where everybody is.
This is a beautiful game. You know, it's never over until it's over. Until the last whistle is blown.
Not with these two teams.
Look at it, back and forth match.
Oh my goodness. That just that balloon of LaSalle's crowd who were kind of celebrating already.
They were already chanting.
Yeah. And I was about to ask you, is this the time for Coach Hans to pull back with 9 minutes to go?
I would have started. I wonder if Villasen will be okay coming back on. Center back can't be limping like that. You can't have a center back.
Villasen was down with that collision. Now he's about to
Go back
limp back in the field.
I think he can run it off. He'll be okay. There he is. He'll be
Magic
good.
spray doing its stuff. Menzi is down. We're going to see a yellow card here on Alquiros.
It's heated. This is a heated game.
Armand, I've got a little sheet of paper here when I'm running out of space.
For all
where
the
I write
yellow
cards.
cards.
I am not kidding you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7. Here's Menzi going up in the air for that header, and he is undercut right there, big time, by Alquiros, who was not at all playing for the ball. Ouch. Catch your breath, folks. This is what championship football is all about. It's all heart.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Nobody giving up till the final whistle.
It's a classic game. This is a classic final. This
will
is
go
what you
down.
like to see.
Yep. This will go down the history books as one of the best we've ever seen. FEU going for back-to-back Triple Crown with the juniors and women's LaSalle trying to end a 17-year title drought. I dare ask you earlier who's hungrier.
They're all hungry. They all want it.
Melisa is turning to the left. He's got room to run there. Play on, says the ref. You don't want to back off and give Melisa some chance to execute his skill. Almost finding Giganto with some space. Menzi coming out. Sends it to the left side to Cobon.
Always scary when your goalie comes out that
I know. You kind of hold your breath how far out he goes. Because even if he does clear it, he's got to run right back.
Yep. And if he misses it,
he's in trouble.
Yep. So here we go, throw in, FEU.
Less than 3 minutes to go, about 3 minutes and change to go here before we see the referees add some time. We've had some
ramps to the
significant amount of time of injury, so 3, 4, 5 minutes possibly, Armand?
Yeah.
But now we've got some
definitely
cramps.
going to be at least 3 minutes onto this extra time, maybe 4, even 5.
And remember, are they still 10 men, or where did Calamba go?
I think they subbed in a press one.
We'll double check if Calambo's officially subbed out already.
And Joel coming off the field with cramps. This is where it's gonna.
I'm counting here. 2. They're 10. No, but 10 green and then Menzi with the orange. So somebody came in, we didn't notice.
Yeah.
Somebody came in for Calamba, but here's another guy stretchered out right now for cramps.
Joel's coming out.
Look at Joel. You can see where his toes are pointing out there. That's how cramped up his calves are.
When
Let's see if they can massage that out.
It's tough when you start getting cramps last few minutes of the game. Real tough.
Balanueco came in. They're wearing jersey number 20. He came in for Calamba. Giganto up ahead to Melisa. What a save by Nieras there, as De Guzman could not get his hands on it. As Melisa still had a chance to poke it in, and Nieras just gave up his body to deny another goal.
De Guzman, you come out, you get that ball.
He missed it.
By his own team.
De Guzman just missed it, and look at Nieras. Just pure hustle there, and he gets hurt in the process. You got another sub here coming in for FEU.
Joel still wants to continue to play.
Sub was coming in. Joel says, I'm good to go. So sub, take it away. Rajos was about to come in. Looks like Rajos still will come in, but probably for another player. Paulo Bugas trying to cross this one in. 89th minute. Hey, we've seen some last-minute goals here at the UAP.
Oh, definitely.
So many of them.
There's been 2 scored by one team here.
Both of these teams have had their fair share
of last-minute goals. We had
3 minutes of added time, Armand.
We had Zubiri score that last-minute goal to tie versus UST.
Uy as well for LaSalle in the
Versus-
90th minute against this team.
Versus this team. So if there's anybody that can do it, it's this LaSalle team.
Bugas getting away. He's got space to cross this one. Good ball. Looking for Higanto.
Oh!
Bicycle kick. He misses everything. Mili's there. He's down on the pitch. No foul called by the ref. No penalty given.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. What patience by the ref to not call a foul there.
Wow.
Calls one here. Did you just see a bicycle kick attempted to win the game?
I think
Did
maybe,
I just see that?
Yeah. Woo!
I think this again.
I think he didn't call the foul because of the bicycle kick.
He was in awe as well.
I don't know.
Look at this one. Oh man.
Oh,
just
because it's
missing
right
it
by the head.
hair.
He could have called the foul there because the head of Nieras was right there. That could have been a dangerous play.
There's Melissa.
100% that's a foul.
Clipped right there, Armand.
It's a makeup call. It's a makeup call.
He is clipped right there with the ball was
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
Melissa had a chance to jump back to the ball, but he was denied by LaSalle. I couldn't see who it was.
Yeah. It was a makeup call.
Wow.
Makeup call. He didn't call the bicycle kick foul.
Free kick here. Took
Sure
a bounce.
Sure
Wow.
hands. If there was ever a time that De Guzman needed to have a sure-handed catch, that was the one.
Yep, De Guzman. I've lost count how many times he has made amazing saves, but he has given up 2 goals here in the second half. I gotta pull out my thesaurus and find some other words after wow. Dude, my apologies. I'm just in awe of the action that we are seeing today.
It's a great game.
Woo. Free kick here for LaSalle. A minute and a half gone by in the 3 minutes of added time before we go into extra time.
Ooh.
If
On
no
the
more
edge.
goals are scored.
If you're sitting down,
Everyone's
you're on the edge.
standing up here.
Yeah, you're on the edge of your seats. If you're-
Everybody in Rizal is standing up. Alquiros with the cross.
Oh,
A shot by
Good
Montelibano.
save. Manzi sure-handed today.
Last minute coming up here.
Oh,
Ow.
that's a
Wow.
foul.
No, it's a play on apparently. No, it's a foul. It's a late whistle there by the ref. It's exactly what happened earlier. And Alquiros went under Menzi. Now it was Menzi who went under Montelibano. Oh, what? Huh? Wait, who's the foul on?
The referee seemed
It's on Montelibano. Good a free kick for FEU.
I wish there was a mic on these referees so we can hear what they're calling.
I know.
Like American football?
American football, yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
FEU sending almost everybody up ahead. The long free kick into the box. And that is actually a little bit off target anyways. De Guzman gathers that one. Long bouncing kick here. Remember, it was a De Guzman kick that led to Bustamante's goal earlier. A foul here.
Coach Hans.
Some emotions running high on the bench. A player went out to complain. Ref ran out to the sideline to smile. And Coach Hans
Puts him
says,
back in his
"Sit
place.
back down.
This
Cannot
may be-
afford a card anymore."
This may be the last play of the game.
That's 30. Yeah, we're beyond the 3 minutes of added time. This could be the last play. Yang here with a long free kick. Crossing into the middle, curling in. Nobody there for LaSalle to take a chance on that ball that's headed down. And we have full time. 2-all. 2 goals from LaSalle, 2 goals from FEU. We do not have a champion just yet. Extra time, folks, here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. We'll be taking a short break. We'll try to catch our breath. Look at how many goals,
Look at the
how
cards.
many cards.
They're going to run out of room soon.
Kulang yan. They've run out of room for the yellow cards, folks. That is how amazing this game has been. Stay right where you are, folks. Grab a drink, grab a few chips, and we'll come back for 30 more minutes of incredible football right here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action.
And we're back here.
Welcome back. Did you catch your breath yet, Arman?
Still out of breath.
Well, kids. Okay, second half highlights. 4 goals.
I think it's the first half, so they're just doing the shots.
Okay, we're including the first half as well. But let's take a look. Here's goal number 1.
Beautiful goal there by Gio.
Gio Diamante breaking the ice. And this one was the one for FEU to tie it up. Giganto getting that one after De Guzman could not safely keep the ball in his possession. It was poked away by Melisa. Here's another angle of that one.
Yep.
A better angle for you to see what happened with De Guzman and the ball. And when it jarred loose, he was complaining that Melisa should have been called for a infraction there. Here's a cross that almost was headed by Paulo Bugas. His reaction.
It's a game of inches. I think it touched his
that.
hair.
Look at that reaction there, caught on cam by our camera there at the back of the post. Paulo Bugas here with the cross that again was just tipped away. Now I'm looking at it, it was apparently slightly tapped by De Guzman. Here's that long ball of De Guzman that just found a way to Bustamante
into the back of the net.
Because of a very risky bicycle clearance attempt by Kubon.
He would definitely be in big trouble if he played for Morocco or any other team.
For attempting that.
Yeah, on defense, come on.
You'd rather play the man. Here it is once again. Look at that very dangerous attempt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dangerous to begin. You can get called for a foul, you know, for those things, for the high boot. And boy, look at that.
It's inexperience.
Bustamante at the right place at the right time. Only his second goal of the season. And then, barely 2 minutes after, this happens. Giganto sneaks past Young, finds Jan Melisa, who finds the back of the net. And we're all tied up.
Now you can breathe.
And this is where we are, folks. This is where we are. 2-2 in the final game.
Back and forth game.
I think you said we have 90 minutes of football left in the season. You were wrong.
Oh, I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. We have
Add
another
30 to that, buddy.
Another 30, and then hopefully maybe penalty
Would be
kicks.
penalties if we're still tied up.
Well, the last time Salle were in the finals, they went into overtime. Then they went into penalty
And this
kicks.
is not sudden death. If you score in overtime, it's over. Walang ganon. This is, you'll finish out the 30 minutes. 15-15. You change sides after 15 minutes. You'll get a quick breather. Now, endurance matters.
This is where it matters.
Remember,
there's actually no break in the middle. It should be straight. Maybe they'll give them time for a little water, but normally it's straight in.
FEU had extra time.
Yes.
With UP.
Yes, last week.
But
they've had a full
goal
week.
Was in the 99th minute.
But they've had a full week to recover. They're okay. They're young.
Yeah.
They recover faster. It's not like me if I played soccer today.
If you do want to compare
the
amount of minutes have been played in the postseason.
Yeah, when you're
Salle Ateneo was 90 minutes, the 88th minute goal by Angelo Diamante. But FEU had 120.
True.
With UP.
If it would matter for guys like you and I if we played an extra 30 minutes, but for these guys, the 1 week rest is they need 2 days, 3 days, and they're good.
Armand was a freshman in 1997. He was part of that champion team, though he was just the best friend of the cooler boy and the bench.
Exactly.
Okay. But yeah, you can do the math.
I was still there, but then we
do the math. Beyond 30. Wala na sa kalendaryo, nasa bingo ka pa. Okay? Wala ka na sa kalendaryo.
You're older by 5 years?
No. To begin with, I'm young for my batch. I'm technically 3 school years ahead of you, so I'm probably even just 2 full years ahead in age.
Okay. Who's older, you or Lexi?
She is. Lexi, by the way, my partner in ANC Alerts, who happens to be
my sister-in-law.
His beloved sister-in-law. Alrighty, here we go. Back to football. The drums are blaring once again. Even they had to take a break. Okay, talking about the cheering squads of LaSalle and FEU.
It's been a long game, exciting game, fun, excitement. Can't get much more out of it.
Excitement is an understatement already. What a treat for this crowd who came out here to support the respective teams. Even the UP fans are still out here enjoying great football.
Senator Pia is still here.
She's still here. Now, who's got the composure? Who's got the endurance?
Handball, no?
Handball as per by Lasalle on Higato, none called. John Melissa to Higato, chest down. Oh, what a save by the Guzman. But hey, wait a minute. It's offsides anyway. Well, what a save.
Oh, definitely. He has some skill.
Wow.
Well, I guess
some reflexes.
on Monday he's going to be coming out to Morocco training.
Wow, look at that. Sure can I?
Sure na. Sure.
Look at this.
But
That's
good
offside
call,
right
good
there.
call by the referee.
But I think Guzman still came out and got a leg on this.
Great reaction save. Great reaction save.
Woo. What great
He could make a highlight reel just from today.
Hey, Coach Nash Rosella of FEU out here supporting his school.
Got a way to track back there, Bustamante.
Eliza's got space and Bugas on the left side. Bugas crossing it in the middle. Yang, not a great clearance. Ferrer goes for a healthy one. That is way off to the right.
Did you get your bag of chips?
We don't even have timeouts to eat. I could negotiate with you if you give me a minute to make a few subo here and there, and you go tell stories about 1997. Go ahead. Oh boy,
I could use some popcorn.
I know.
This is an entertaining game for sure.
Thanks for joining us here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action on Balls HD and on our live stream. One of the best football games we've seen so far here in the UAAP this season, and we're not done yet. Look out on the right side. Is he onside?
Will he be able to save it?
Ran out of space there. Is the second goal scorer of LaSalle, Bustamante. "92 minutes. 2 minutes and change have gone by, and our extra 30 minutes is get a shot of Coach Hans Smith, forced to wear an orange bib. Kasi naman, naka-green siya at naka-green din ang FEU. So the refs don't want to get confused with somebody patrolling the sidelines that may look like an FEU player. If I were him, I should take that as a compliment.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like 20 years old.
Okay.
Menzi finds Bugas again with space on the left side. He goes for a shot, actually.
Yes, with a rare
sails
mistake
over the bar.
today. He caught himself in between players. He didn't want to commit, but he committed. It's one of those caught in no man's land type situations, and luckily Bugas didn't put anything into the net or connect with a teammate.
Well, he hasn't really been known for his left foot, but he's had some good use of it today. When he started the first half on the left side, and then second half went to the right side, and now he's back on the left side.
Yep.
FEU winning the ball again. Menzi again up ahead. Back to Paulo Bugas. Deja vu. Third time here in extra time. Cuts back to the middle. Gets away. Takes a shot. It ricochets off ahead of him. Salle, and it's a goal for FEU. Wow. Bugas just cut right in there like a red cup was rolled out for him.
You knew what exactly he was going to do, too.
And he took the shot right there.
If he couldn't go down the line to the baseline, he was going to cut it in, and no support came from the midfield.
Look at this. He cuts right in there.
And no support. No support.
No help for Neras.
Late.
And De Guzman could not do anything about that because it bounced off the face of a teammate. I think it was Greggy Yang. Nope, it's Villasin who tried to head it out.
Yeah. Well, it's difficult.
With the angle that it came at his head.
No, that's a
He ended up heading it into the post. I don't know if you call that own goal or...
It's going to be called an own goal, most likely. Actually, it could be either way.
Because it was a direct shot by Bugas. So
deflection.
Right now we're calling it as a goal for Paulo Bugas, 94th minute. 3-2 is our score. Between the goals and the yellow cards and the subs, my scratch paper is gone.
Interesting game. This is the first time FEU has scored first here. There's
Senator Pia Cayetano still here enjoying the action.
She was watching her daughter play in the final earlier today and stayed throughout. a good football fan and supporter here.
Great UAAP fan as well. Any sport. Bustamante trying to get this one ahead. Uy. With Menzi doing a great job here in the left side. He, together with Paulo Bugas, have been instrumental to that goal. And just when we were saying how Paulo Bugas' left foot hasn't done much, he corks the right.
Yes, exactly.
Smacks it in there. Amita looking for Higanto. Alquiros with some space trying to get past Molero. He does, and he's got Uy on the left side. Streaking ahead. Uy with a shot.
Good save by Menzi.
And Menzi is right there to deny it.
Took too big of a touch there.
Would have sent it back.
No, you take that shot. You take that shot. But that first touch of his pushed it too far. Put him out. Put him too. Yeah, exactly.
Kubon.
Tired legs already. You can see midfield of LaSalle slowing down. Oh no.
Ferrer getting away. Looking for Janjan Melissa. Villasin, who headed in the Paulo Bugas goal. Uy, trying to bring it down.
Mistake there.
Alquiros, he has it. Molero muscles the ball away. And sends it out.
That's why the big man's back there.
Yep. And he is big. Can't just barge into him and expect to win possession.
Definitely not. He's a specimen, that's for sure.
Who is down in the box? Ref says play on. Bugas on the left side. He's got room. He's got guys in the middle as well. Take your pick. He goes to Janjan Melissa on the left side.
Keeps it in. Good job by Melissa.
He's going to cross it in here.
Uh-oh.
It's a deflection. Higanto.
Too long on the ball.
That's not going to get anywhere as De Guzman gives a sigh of relief that they did not have any power. Sends a long one here. This was similar to the one that caused the goal of Bustamante earlier. That what they thought for a brief moment was the winning goal.
Yeah.
LaSalle went up 2-1 in the 81st minute.
We still have plenty of time here, maybe about 20 minutes. So
not a good throw in there for Bustamante. Menzi again taking the ball away.
Oh!
Oops. Trips on him on the ball by himself.
Montelibano.
He's okay.
Turned his back.
Amita's down. Bugas. It's some fancy footwork. And Jello Diamante, who has been quiet, hasn't had a significant touch yet since he came in for his brother. Gio scored the first goal of this game. Bustamante tries to cross it, hits the face of Cubon, and FEU takes this away.
Here, coming up and down the field, trying to support, coming back on D.
That was not cleared out well by Nieras. Higanto gets this one. Weaves back in the middle. Finds Janjan Melissa. But he could not control.
Someone's cramping up.
Somebody's cramping up. Fair play here by De Guzman, throwing it out of bounds.
Is that Menzi?
Looks like Gigante.
Oh, Menzi's back.
That looks like major cramps right there.
Both legs.
Remember, Hoyel had the same thing. He came back.
Yeah. See both legs here.
I know Hoyel. Yeah, he came back briefly.
Is he back in there? He's still in.
Yeah, he came back actually. Remember, he was supposed to be sub. He said, I can take it. He came back. Chance now
it's a final.
To get a glass of water, sip of water. 10 minutes have gone by in extra time. FEU has scored the lone goal here. We've got a sub coming in. Ralios will be coming in.
Substitution for FEU coming in, number 21, Patrick Ralios.
Comes in for Hoyeldo, not for Higanto.
Oh, Joseph Joyel.
Yeah, that was the one that was supposed to come in
Earlier.
So
Ralios.
They're going to have to make another sub soon.
21. Another sub here for Coach Hans in LaSalle. So 10 men so far. Well, they're treating the cramps of Gigante. LaSalle's got a sub here.
Coming in, number 2, Joel Reyes. for number 5, Nicolas Villasin.
Villasin, who unfortunately headed that shot of Bugas in. Ibanez now comes in for him.
He shouldn't feel like it's his fault. That nothing he could have done about that. You know, it's unfortunate. Hopefully, LaSalle can get one back for him. But if not, he shouldn't feel like the one who lost it for the team.
It ain't over yet.
Definitely not. There's
We
a
thought so.
lot
It
of
was a
time.
couple times earlier. And saw what happened.
I saw you packing to get ready for your basketball game.
We're just trying to catch our breath here, still enjoying this amazing football game. Here's the fresh sub.
Pick out a good pass.
Ibanez.
Don't rush.
Montelibano. And that's way off target, trying to find Bustamante in the middle. So far, Armand, do you see experience being taken advantage of by FEU here?
You know, it's not so much experience. What I'm seeing is just a wide open game going back and forth and taking advantage of your opportunities that are given to you. And right now, the midfield of both teams collapsing.
There's Amita. 4 guys around him.
Look at FEU playing 5 men back. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men.
Yeah.
They're playing defensive. They have their goal. Now,
Would you say that's the right time or a little too early?
You know,
They're still getting the ball ahead anyways.
oh, handball.
Handball there by Rayos.
Fastball.
They look quickly to Alquiros on the left side. Rayos hustles back. Diamante. This is Jello Diamante, the goal scorer
too
against
far.
Ateneo in the semi-final. And that's just too much.
A little too
strong,
far.
looking for Alquiros. Remember, Jello Diamante is not yet 100% from what we hear, from the broken clavicle.
Last week, the doctor said, you're cleared to play. You have to use the brace, but if you break it, you still have the chance of breaking it. It's on you.
Ouch.
Because it wasn't 100% repaired the bone, or it didn't grow back at 100%.
I read some interviews of Coach Hans after the game. He was just praying that nobody bumps into him.
Yeah.
And thankfully for him, nobody did.
But an extra week of rest will help. A bone can heal in 4 to 6 weeks. So, and every day for bone growth is big help.
Matters. But time, speaking of time, is not on the side of LaSalle right now. That is their pressure. 13 minutes gone by here in extra time. 3-2. FEU breaking the ice here in extra time after we're tied 2-all. After 90 minutes. FEU has had most of the possession here in extra time.
Well, FEU, the whole game, they've had most of the possession. But you can see them making a bigger effort to play more defensively. They have 4 guys not going far past midfield.
Good job there by LaSalle's defense, not pressured into clearing it out, and they will get the possession with a goal kick. De Guzman has been spectacular today, even though he's given up 3 goals already.
But 2 of those goals he couldn't have done anything about.
Great job by Amita to head it down and keep possession. Amazing skill by the little guy. Down on the pitch, foul called by the referee. Montelibo doesn't like it. Neither does the LaSalle gallery near that area. Here's that play once again.
Oh, that's ball. It's hard to see from our angle, from the replay. We have this angle.
The referee
but
does not.
The referee does not.
Cross in by Menzi, takes a bounce, but this is wide left.
So this is where that extra heart, all the work you've done all season long, all the fitness, all the running, everything
This
you've
is
been
where it
doing.
all matters.
Exactly.
Those extra laps, those extra minutes in the gym, those extra reps. Uy, finds Bustamante on the right side. Quickly challenged by Cubon. It's still with LaSalle. Bustamante to the middle, takes a shot to the left, it's deflected. It's a race to the ball between Montelibano and Menzi, who wins out on that.
Menzi's done a great job here. End of the first half
of extra time. 15 minutes gone by. Nasser Kim fuming at Kubon there. Almost another mistake with that number. He was one who had that bicycle kick that went awry.
Yep.
But this is where we're at right now. A brief break. As Arman said, this is not technically like halftime of the 90 minutes.
They give a sip of water, talk to the coach really quick, and they'll get back out there in a minute or so.
Great job by Menzi there to beat Montelibano to the ball. There's Master Kim.
Ref's already called
what he wanted to do rather than give up that run.
Master Kim's intense, man.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen him
real
real
intense. This is the most intense I've seen him so far.
So,
okay, UAAP officials actually out on the sidelines telling both teams quickly,
get back on.
Get back on. There's no break.
Yep.
Get back to the other side of the pitch and play. It was one of the officials who had to remind the players and the referee, hey, let's get this on. As you said, Arman, there is no break.
Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Let's see how this goes.
FEU kind of huddling there in the middle with a bit of a pep talk amongst all the players, including Menzi, the keeper. This ain't over.
It's not over.
One goal by LaSalle could tie this up, and we could be seeing penalties.
They need energy here in the middle, LaSalle.
Or another goal by FEU, and that could just be it. A two-goal push. And
definitely.
With this much time left.
If I were coach, I'd send everyone, send the guys forward already. You know, 15 minutes, yeah.
As you said, FEU already has 5 guys back.
You
got an alignment.
You got to send. They're basically attacking just with Nano and them. And well, look, they are pressing forward a little more. Look at LaSalle's guys here. 4 guys right up on top. It'll definitely open up the game a bit more.
Ahead to Higanto. De Guzman slides out, tackles that one, and clears it one actually. There's an offside call, a late call, but offside nonetheless.
Yeah. Who's coming in? Zubiri.
Zubiri will be coming in for LaSalle. Wonder who's gonna take out. Ibanez tried to get that one ahead to Montelibano, denied by Mulero.
Maybe
Bugas to the left side to John Meliza. He's dangerous from there. Back to Paulo Bugas. Still with the ball. Meliza.
Look at the pass. The passing in small spaces is tremendous by these little guys.
The confidence they have to make those short passes in small spaces.
You know, when Vince Santos was coaching Morocco and brought these younger kids, in one practice he was trying to get Phil and James Husband to do what they do in FEU, and what they call it isapa. One more pass, isapa.
The patient passing.
So you know, you're not going to get Phil and James to do it because they've been part of football much longer. But
look out! Offside here is John Meliza.
That's the mentality of FEU.
Yeah. One more pass. Yeah. One more pass. Isa pang pasa.
But with guys like Phil, James, it's they can do it on their own. They can use their teammates. The guy down.
And these guys take full advantage of their teamwork. A man down for FEU. Looks like one is cramping.
Well, if you look at the field right now, you have 1, 2, 3 guys cramping from FEU, but LaSalle are just standing around. They're looking fit.
Zubiri came in, and out goes 15. Was pulled out by Zubiri. Fresh legs up top as a target man.
Yeah, that's what they need right now.
That's what Zubiri is in there for in this last 10 minutes. As they desperately need one more goal to at least force penalties.
Well, if there's anyone that can do it, it's definitely this LaSalle team.
They've had a knack for dramatics.
Yes.
Pair of last-minute goals already in the season. Here's a cross. Menzi comes out. Doesn't save it completely, punch it though to the other side, and is cleared out of danger by Balanueco. Throw in for LaSalle.
There's a Good cross by Alquiros. And a good clearance by
Good punch out by
Menzi,
two-hand punch out by Menzi. Here's a throw in into the box. And FEU clearing this one out. Johnson is fighting for possession.
Oh,
Ibanez wins over.
shoulder
A
to shoulder.
foul is called. Woo! A foul is called on Ibanez. Salle doesn't like it.
Well, it looked like shoulder to shoulder to me. Let's take another look at it.
Would you say both guys were going into it with their shoulders?
Yeah, shoulder to shoulder is allowed, you know. But I guess he was a little more to the back of his shoulder, pushing him forward.
So FEU taking their time here for this free kick, and they're going to send this one deep. Looking for Paulo Bugas. He's going to control this against Nieras.
Don't let him turn there.
Bugas takes a shot. This is wide left.
Dangerous. When his back's to you right there, you don't want him to turn. So get up right on his back, push him out, so he plays the ball backwards.
Yeah.
You don't want him to turn, period.
At all.
Yeah.
Try to force him
Back.
further out.
Yeah. So if you're right up on him, he's not going to turn. And if he turns, your foot's there, you can get him, get the ball.
Look at Cubon here. He's back. He's cramping. He could even run after that ball.
Yep.
Here's the fresh legs for LaSalle. But was that too strong of a throw-in by Ibanez going for Zubiri?
Corner
But
kick.
hey,
Good hustle.
they win a corner. Even though he could not have gotten that ball, the fact that he ran for it made FEU panic and poke it out.
Exactly. His height here, this is where Zubiri's height comes into play. Get a good ball into the box.
111 minutes of football. Corner kick by Alquiros.
Shorts.
Headed out by FEU. One more time. Deflected by Ferrer. And he wins possession. Great hustle by Ferrer.
By both teams, these guys not giving up. They still want it. Here's the throw-in.
It's a long one, but not just out of bounds. So what happens here? Is that a card?
Was he trying to waste time? What's going on here?
It is a yellow card. Explain to me, Armand. What happened?
Well, time wasting apparently.
By throwing it out of bounds?
Yeah, I guess.
So why, you retain possession for that?
Yeah. If the ball never comes in,
you keep possession?
Yeah.
Interesting. Never seen that.
Yep.
Another yellow card.
This is the second time I've seen it.
And Cubon this time.
Oh. You got to go in hard there, Yang.
Paulo Bugas trying to get away from Greggy Yang. He denies that one. Throw in for FEU.
Any 50-50 ball in the middle, especially against a guy like Bugas, a talented guy, you got to go in hard and let him feel it so he doesn't go into those 50-50 balls. Another yellow card.
This is going to be yellow here at Ferrer. And that's his second yellow. I remember he got one in the 66th minute.
Yep,
he's gone. So they're down to 10 men here.
10 men, 7 minutes or so to go.
A lot of time?
It's not a lot, but it's enough.
There's enough time.
Yes.
Anton Montinola, team manager of FEU, up on his feet. Melisa here.
Ooh, nice move.
Ibanez tried to get that one away. But Melisa even got a chance to turn and shoot.
Nice move.
Making it more interesting and dramatic here. An FEU player is down, cramping. The ref says, hold on. He wants a stretcher out now rather than seconds ticking away on the field.
Oh, man. These time-wasting tactics.
But he was cramping up earlier.
All these guys were cramping.
Guy.
All these guys have been cramping. But
and this is Cubon again cramping up.
That's a major play for them at the back.
If they pull him out, a goal kick here will be against 9 men.
Unless they can, yeah, I think so, yeah.
You can't sub him that quickly.
Well, they'll put somebody down.
But it's still 9 men against 11. Well, 10 against 8 on the field. They're trying to bring a sub in quickly. I don't know if the ref will allow this one before he signals the free kick, the goal kick to come in. He's saying no.
Yeah,
he's saying yes.
Did.
Wow. 24. La Guerta comes in.
You got to push your men
So
forward.
Cubon is out
Ooh,
for
no.
Laguerta. Menzi lets this one out. Less than 5 minutes to go.
I hope you guys are in for a treat here. Last 5 minutes.
Cannot count out LaSalle.
Yes.
We've seen them do it twice.
Watch it happen.
In the last seconds of a game. John Meliza getting away from LaSalle's defense. Higanto on the right side. He takes a shot. Greggy Yang is right in front of him. There's a piece of plastic on the pitch.
Oh, Nano.
Amita just getting away and getting a cross off. Another guy is down for FEU. Will LaSalle play fair play or will they try to go for this? They're going for it. Menzi says, he's trying to point to the ref and say, we got a man down. But oddly, Rallo sends it ahead. Meliza for a shot. And that is way wide left.
They didn't play the ball out. So if LaSalle doesn't decide to play the ball out, it wouldn't be a point against them.
What drama to end here. 3.5 minutes to go. Does the ref add injury time and extra time?
You know what? Not really.
Not really?
Not really. They're trying to.
Jan had a shot here.
Yeah,
He just missed
shanked it. Yep.
That could have been it.
You could have killed the game. Yep.
Yeah.
But you know, everyone thought that they were playing it out because of their man, and they played on. Yeah. So LaSalle not playing it on, you can't complain.
Ibanez is clipped.
Ooh.
Got a free kick here. And Amita's gonna get a yellow card. The ref saying, hold
that's
on,
his
hold
second.
on.
That's his second card.
No.
You didn't get one the first half?
No. Okay. Wait, the ref's checking. Yes, he did.
Your count was off.
Wait, 84th minute. Yeah.
It was. You did. Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. You're down to 9 men. And Amita taking his sweet time getting off the field. 2.5 minutes to go. You only have 8 field players for FEU. And the referee reminding the bench of FEU to send the red-carded players out of the field. I think he threw out a coaching staff member.
Looks like a coaching staff member.
Here's live play. Alquiros takes a shot. Way over.
Don't rush. You got
over.
guys there. You have numbers. You still have a couple minutes left in this game.
You've got 7 field players for FEU. And then Menzi at the goal.
Yep.
7 against 10 on the field. But time is not on the side of LaSalle. Time is ticking away. This should go only up to 120 minutes. We're not sure if the ref's going to add any injury time with the cramping and whatnot. Menzi clearing this one ahead. Ibanez cannot head it forward yet. Yang settles it down.
Yes.
We've got the numbers. This could be the one last push. Dying seconds here. To the right side, to Bustamante. Sends it to the middle. Alquiros looking for Montelibano. Denied by Cubon. Oh, Rallos rather. Who normally plays keeper.
Corner kick.
Corner kick here for LaSalle.
Ooh. Do you feel that pressure?
Do you want to end it on a corner kick?
Last minute of the extra time. Do you feel
Hang on to your seats, folks. Better yet, stand up. Here's the corner kick.
Oh, alone.
Yang
it's
has
there.
it. Sends it back. Here's a grounder. Deflected away by FEU. 20 or so seconds to go. And Jan Meliza wins the ball. Sends it out because a LaSalle player is down.
You got to get up. You got to get up, kid. Your last minute of the game. You can't waste your own team's time. Get up. There you go.
Throw in para sa LaSalle. Do you give it back?
This is a good question.
Because that's fair play. You should give it back, right?
It's a good question.
They do. Or the ref just says throw in for FEU?
No.
He's saying LaSalle should throw it in.
You're wasting your time.
So there it is. They give it back. That's the fair play of football, folks. Menzie here picking it up. We've reached the 120-minute mark. The ref glances at his watch.
He's given a little extra time, maybe a minute or two.
It's not officially extra time where normally this linesman puts up a number. LaSalle has the ball, looking ahead to Bustamante on the right side. He's onside. He is onside, crossing it way too over.
This could potentially be the last play of the game.
And we have another sub coming in for FEU.
Whew.
LaFranco comes in for Giganto.
This is a game up. He's walking off the pitch, and the ref is upset.
What patience by the ref.
I don't know if he's going to add time.
He technically has.
Oh,
We've gone more than a minute.
Let's see if it goes 3 here.
And a corner kick for LaSalle. Everybody's in the box. Not a clean header. Not a clean clearance as well. LaSalle keeps this in play. Borromeo. Throw in for LaSalle. Ref still letting him play on. Montelivo. Uh-oh.
If this is clear, game
Piri
over.
lost it there. He had a chance to turn and shoot. Ibanez, the ref looks at his watch again. Still no whistle.
A nail biter here
Bustamante
to
on the right
end.
wing. Crossing it in with his left foot. Headed out by Menzie, by Ralios. And Mendoza could not get a cross in. Still a throw in allowed by the referee. Mulero clears it out. Out of bounds again. And that's it, folks. FEU are the back-to-back champions of UAAP men's football. Final score, 3-2, with the winning goal coming in the first few minutes of extra time, courtesy of Paulo Bugas, who is your man of the match.
Yeah, you can't. For me, it's either two players, one or two players. You have Menzie, who played a great game in goal, saved a few. Then you have Paulo Bugas, who put the team ahead for the win. You know, it's tough to say. They all played well. Great team effort on both sides.
If you could cut the trophy in half,
Yeah,
give each squad half of the trophy,
it's tough.
I doubt anybody would complain.
It was a great match today.
Unbelievable game of football.
Left their heart on the field, both teams. You cannot say anything against any of these teams. They all played hard. Villasen, do not feel bad. It's not your fault they scored. It happens.
Off his face. Tried to head it out. Yep.
It happens. It happens.
LaSalle consoling each other right now. There's De Guzman. He played a heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
But he did give up 3 goals. You just look at the scoreboard.
You know, 17 years ago, or what it was, 15 years ago when we were in the final, we went into penalty kicks, LaSalle versus UP. We went into the 7th round, I think. And,
Wow, beyond the first 5.
And coach goes into the...
Hey, Paulo Bugas is in the stands hugging his mom,
Yeah.
who is in tears.
Coming back from that ACL.
If I'm a
To play.
parent, and I know my kid has a bright future in football,
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd feel about him forcing the issue of coming back to play in the Final Four in the finals, and that is not yet 100% healed.
Yep. It's
What's guts there by Paulo Bugas.
Definitely an issue, but he's did a great
Paid
job
off.
today. Yeah.
Paid off so far today. All right, we'll be taking a quick break. When we come back, the awarding ceremonies for men's football of season 77. Stay with us, please. Welcome back to the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Historic venue. We've seen amazing football games here, from the national team to the professional squads to the UAAP. And today was another one of those, Armand.
Definitely. You can see the sad faces here on the south side.
Sad but yet
Tears.
proud still.
Yeah. We're proud of them.
Cheering for their school.
Even if you're not from LaSalle, you're a fan of the sport. And today was
You'll
one of
appreciate
those
their efforts.
epic games where back and forth until the end. Back
It
and
was like
forth
a
until then.
50-round heavyweight fight.
Oh, yeah, I'm exhausted.
Goodness. Until you saw the final knockout. The last seconds. And here's that final knockout. Courtesy of Paulo Bugas. Smacking Yeres in the face. Deflects. And nothing that Guzman could do.
Yeah. No, the Guzman had a decent game today as well. Real tough.
And I don't know which knee Bugas tore his ACL with.
It doesn't look like he's injured at all.
But he didn't look like he was injured in that play.
Yeah.
Where he brings home the bacon for FEU with that shot.
Well, the PRP definitely paid off. He looks good. He looks good out there.
He went straight to team manager Anton Motinola with a big hug.
You just wonder how long that'll hold up. You know?
Amazing. He opted not for surgery.
Did the platelet-rich plasma
Some
treatment.
treatment, and was raring to go back in the semifinals. Awarding ceremonies now. We turn you over down onto the pitch. UAAP Football Commissioner Relly San Agustin.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, a big round of applause for the two teams, De La Salle University and Far Eastern University, for an epic men's finals match. Now we will go on to award the individual awards. At present, we have Mr. Dino Lorena, Head for Integrated Sports for ABS-CBN, and Mr. Emil Arroyo, UAAP Tournament Coordinator. We start off with the best goalkeeper of the season from De La Salle University, Rafael Clifford de Guzman. Next award is the Rookie of the Year. The award is to Julian Vincent Rojas of Ateneo de Manila University. For the best midfielder, comes from De La Salle University, Nathan Alquiros. For the best defender, from the University of the Philippines, Julian Mariano Clarino. For the best striker and top scorer of the league, from the University of the Philippines, Jinggoy Valmayor. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll now proceed to the team awards. We start off with the Fair Play Award, and it goes to Adamson University. Can we call a representative from Adamson University? Congratulations. For the second runner-up, we call on the University of the Philippines. Thank you, gentlemen. Now we call on the first runner-up, De La Salle University. And now, we call on the champions, UAAP Season 77 Football Tournament, Far Eastern University. And now we award the most valuable player, John Melissa.
There you have it, folks. The official coronation of the champions. They like to call it double treble, as you see in their big tarpaulin there. Winning all 3 titles in football this season again. Season 76 and 77, sweeping all the tournaments from the juniors, the women's, and the men's. And John Melissa taking home the MVP trophy.
Want to greet happy birthday to Coach
birthday to
Master
Master
Kim. Ilan taon ka na, TJ? Ilan taon ka na?
38.
38. Balita ko, birthday mo coming up, so you're turning 39,
Oh yes,
40.
that's right. No. So I'm turning 38. In advance ko na eh. I'm 1977. Do the math.
No way.
1977.
No way.
I've already conditioned my mind that I'm 38, dude. My knees feel 38.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
TJ.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Oh my goodness, I'm turning 38 in a few days. Malapit kaming birthday ni Master Kim. I should get some
Style mo bulok, ha?
Alrighty. Well, amazing football season, Armand. Final thoughts before we say our form goodbyes.
You know, it was a tight race. The first 4 teams were all within 1-2 points of each other.
The whole way through.
Great season. Everybody flopping first pace all throughout. LaSalle bound to either win or lose in the finals. Unfortunately, they lost. FEU gets their double treble. Great season ahead. And football's growing.
Absolutely amazing competition in UAP football, and just shows us what we are going to expect for seasons to come here in the UAP. Before we let you go, folks, some reminders. On Wednesday, we shift back to volleyball, where we begin the thrice to beat finals, with Ateneo holding that advantage against the challengers. Deja vu from last year, but the tables are turned. LaSalle is going against them, and that'll be at 3 p.m. right here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. We want to invite you as well to catch the baseball finals. This one is going on against the rivals as well, LaSalle versus Ateneo. Ateneo won Game 1 already. Do catch Game 2 live here in person at the Rizal Baseball Stadium at 11 a.m. to be telecast on a scheduled date after that. And of course, the volleyball game in the Araneta Coliseum. Armand, thanks so much, buddy. A pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Doing this historic game with you. Thank you as well to all the hardworking men and women of ABS-CBN Sports in Action. I'm TJ Manotok saying thank you so much for joining us for amazing football here in season 77 of the UAAP. And we promise you more amazing goals, more incredible games right here in the UAAP. Only brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports.